well,
he was
gonna
fold.
Fold. Thank you, and he was gonna tear the prosecution's case apart. It would have hurt them.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what a defense fumbled the ball, because a subpoena, you cannot tell a subpoena you not going to court.
Yeah, they lock you up.
You get subpoena, it's like you a child. What?
Yeah, they'll give you contempt of court for that.
Yeah, I'm not getting how he was not subpoenaed by the defense. It's like.
Yeah, Hunter did get on national TV talking about that they snatched the boy's bag, and that's how the knife ended up out of the bag anyway. So it's just a lot of pieces missing. Just another reason to lock up a black boy.
Yeah.
If the appeal goes through, you know I'm gonna say this. They're not gonna try the case no more. I think he's gonna be out. You know why? Because it was too much tax dollars and so much things are involved with this case. I don't think they'll try it again. He'll get out free.
But you know what? It's probably a good thing it did go the way that it's going, because see, the way everybody else saying is saying, hey, give him a lesser charge. But if it go this way, he ain't gonna have to, he gonna come home scot-free and not have that charge at all. So it's probably better that it did go this way.
Let me tell you something right now. I know he's good in jail. He's good right now. Ain't nobody messing with him. He probably got a lot of supporters in there anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I just feel bad for him. I feel bad, man.
That he even got to go through that.
Yeah, nobody knows how it feels to be sitting down in the courtroom being charged with murder and all that. I don't know how that feels.
Nah.
I bet you that boy got PTSD for the rest of his life over that. Yo, I can imagine. I just don't know how it feels. And I just feel so bad. I do.
At the end of the day, man, it's a sad situation because two young lives
got taken away. This is a bad situation.
It's a sad situation, man.
That situation did not have to go that way at all.
At all.
And I hope students in that moment and around the world learn from this situation to not, just learn to walk away. I had to tell my nephews and my nieces and my brothers that I was like, you are not a pussy for walking away. No matter if you started it or not worth your time, walk away. It's not worth doing all this extra shit. It's not.
Weird. This out of the way, right?
They called him to Stanton.
I know, but I'm just saying.
On the defense. The defense could have called him to
fighting for his life.
No, they tried to. He refused. He refused all Monday. They refused to put him in contempt as well. But he was supposed to testify on Monday. But he would not come to the stand. And if you don't believe me, look it up. He didn't want to come because he couldn't remember the lies that he had told 2 years prior.
All he had to do was play back what he said. He did so.
Girl, please. And that's exactly why he didn't get on that stand, because he would have had to play back what he said. Because he never held his brother in his arms.
Was you done, Playmaker? You was done, bro?
Yeah, I'm done for right now. All
right, go ahead, see it. And then Nova.
I just think that it's unfair for us to sit here and say this, that, and the other when I specifically said there's a video. Not only did he have webs and welts on his face, he also had some hair snatched out of his head. He has locks. And I don't know how a gentle push.
Do y'all hear this shit? This is where all the Karmelo supporters come to meet up, and they just drum up all of these lies. I'm glad that I'm catching this live right now. These people are meeting up on TikTok and just coming up with any excuse and lie that they possibly can.
Can remove your lie. Watermelon felon. Who came up with that shit? That was a parent. That was the parent of the person that we have a problem with right now. We can't understand it. He also said that that black people cry too much and DEI is the reason why we got jobs. I've never seen a DEI hire test. You get the same test. That meant that you were qualified, but you would have never got the position. You would have never got the opportunity to take that test if you were not white.
Didn't I tell y'all? Have I not been telling y'all? Have I not been telling y'all that this is where they all meet up and that this is where they just drum up all these lies? This is where the racism is. I've been telling y'all this for a year now.
And domestic violence, abusive, Karmelo Anthony's mother, a drunk bitch. And y'all want me to have some type of anything for this man but disdain. But don't forget, he's the one that raised these boys to 17 years old with that mentality. That's why Austin isn't here anymore, from the parenting that he received. And I land my B-52.
Something else to add to that. A cheerleader that went to school with the Metcalf boys wrote an email talking about how evil and mean and how they talk real crazy. And they
see, there's another lie.
How they were scared of them boys.
See, there's another lie.
Oh shit. Yeah, right. That's all coming from
it was a
Anthony
email,
side.
and she asked
All
not
the
to
rumors
be.
from the Anthony
Actually,
side.
I'm gonna pull the email up because Miss Kimmy, for some reason, knows everything and didn't do any research. I'm gonna pull it up.
I've been watching this case.
I'll pull up the email. I'll pull up that email that didn't happen.
If
Never
it's
mind.
true, then
I'll
it's
pull up
true.
the
But I
email.
don't side with
Wait,
people.
Miss Cedar, she been quiet for a long time. What'd you say, Miss Kim?
I'm saying if it's true, it's true.
There's 12,000 people in this live right now, and they are just drumming up lives.
Have not heard.
Personal statement on how they feel. What does that mean? We got 20.
Okay.
Now, I got a question for the panel. How come there were no character witnesses for Karmelo Anthony during the sentencing? Only his mother was the only one. Why is that? Why did all the people he got supposedly and I'm not saying he wasn't a wonderful guy, he probably was. I don't care nothing about the GPA. I'm like, nah, it don't matter what his GPA is. It don't matter if he saved somebody who was drowning. It don't matter all of that stuff. What matters is what he did in this situation. Why is it that he couldn't find nobody but his mother to come vouch for his character? Answer that question, please.
Why did they lie? Why did they lie? Why was
no, plan. I'll answer any question you have for me. Can you answer the question I asked you first?
Because Karmelo Anthony was a piece of shit. That's why.
I don't
ask about as a lawyer. I said, why wouldn't he?
Oh, wait. They pulled up the email. Hold up. Wait. I gotta show y'all this. You said whose TikTok is? I'll give you the name in a second. So this is supposedly the email that is supposed to be saying that one of the Metcalf brothers assaulted one of the cheerleaders. Look at this. For my friend, as everyone in Canes looked at her and started laughing, we see the Metcalfs act out time and time again, but we trust that there is repercussions or some sort of consequence, so we stay out of it. But for it now to be directed towards one of the people that shows up to every game to support and cheer them on is outstanding to me. This is literally a note. This is not even an email. This is a note that someone wrote up. This email is not even proof. This is not even valid. This is not even real. These people are trying to put Austin Metcalf and his brother Hunter Metcalf on trial. What the hell?
Not get
to the coaches. Okay. Not only she was actually describing what happened at Chick-fil-A and how mean they were and how they called her all these names in front of everyone. But she said that they reckless behavior is why she doesn't want them to say anything because it's going to make it hard for her to deal with them in school. She said she was genuinely scared. Hold on. Mm-hmm. She was genuinely scared because I feel you should be aware that he's acting like this in public places. This was way before the incident. This email was way before the incident, but you want to glow him up like he wasn't a evil person, and the only way he learned that evilness is from his parents that left the 3-hour TikTok about how bad black people were.
Don't you think it's?
I don't condone what he did, the father, but
you told me it didn't happen.
People talked about his family for a year and a half that they were on TikTok talking about
You're
his
deflecting.
deceased
You're
son. No, I'm
deflecting.
not deflecting.
You are deflecting.
You are
it's not
definitely
when I
deflecting.
made that
It's
statement,
not. It's okay for them to talk bad about his unalived son, but he
He
can't
was
speak
There
up,
There you
right?
he
go.
was
Because he's a
defending
white
himself.
man.
You're
No, I'm
deflecting and you're
sorry.
raising your voice. I don't know
Sorry,
what
because
that's supposed to
you're
do.
not going to
Because you guys
talk
don't
over me.
listen.
Allow me to speak. I haven't said anything.
All right, hold on. Give Miss Kimmy like 30 seconds of your time.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Miss Kimmy.
But for a year and a half, they got out here on TikTok.
When
The
they get
woman
to
that
2
was
minutes, let Nova go.
the woman that was with the Anthonys, the one that's a convicted felon herself, was out here downgrading a child that had his life taken away. Talked about the mother, spoke about the father, people urinating on their son's grave and saying all kinds of nasty things. But now that he wants to come out here, you called him a racist to begin with. So you know what? You want to call somebody a racist? Now he's going to play a racist. That's it. I don't care. I have nothing in the fight, okay? None of these kids should be in the places that they are at this time. It's a sad thing. It doesn't matter about white, black, Hispanic, whatever it is. I'm so sick of hearing this race card. That is why there are so many problems in this country when you have grown adults that are pushing the race card, and children that had gone to school with these kids said it's not the race
Was it
card.
segregate before
Okay.
segregation or integration? Which
Give
one
me
was
a
it?
break.
Because it was illegal.
Give
for
it
them to
up
go
to
to school
so
with
many
white
mixed
people.
relationships. It's 2026. Stop it already.
Did you
There
see
are
the
so
cross
many
birth?
mixed children today.
That's a long 30 minutes. Well, I have a question for, since it's not about race. Did anyone see?
Hold on, Peter. 1 second.
Okay, I just want to know if you seen the burning cross in Chicago last week.
Oh,
Since it ain't about
God.
race.
Oh, please.
It ain't about race. I can pull that up as well.
Did you know about the ones that are getting paid to do it?
I just said
What color
last
they
week
were?
there was a burning cross. Okay, I'm not saying anything besides that. I can pull that up for you because you don't seem to believe in
Okay,
it.
okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Fucking animals. All right, so this is insane. No decorum whatsoever. You guys just control your emotions. This is the problem with this case. You guys are all fucking emotions. The reaching and stretching by the black community over this fucking felon is insane. Oh, he was bullied. He's jumped by the whole team. He was this. He was shoved. So it's okay to unalive him. You guys are insane. It's disgusting. And if the roles were reversed, like EK said, y'all would have been burning down fucking cities. That's the truth of the matter. If a white boy unalived a little black boy, especially took him into the heart and unalived him on a field, you guys would be fucking burning down cities. Talking about, did you see the crosses? You guys are like fucking, it's insane. The level of fucking, it's like you want to be oppressed. It's 2026. Buy yourself a calendar. The kid's fucking guilty. All right. Nobody fucking did anything. He was guilty.
Did they mute him?
I want to sit up here and act like there ain't no race.
Oh my God, they muted him. He was telling the truth and they muted him. They kicked him off the stage. Wow. He was telling the truth and they muted him. Damn.
Put your hand up. Kato.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the panel.
They kicked him off.
Being patient.
Oh, no problem. So I listened to a little bit of the panel and you know, you want to talk, you can talk about the Metcalf's dad saying some things that, you know, I may not agree with some of the things he said. I do, you know, the man lost his son. Does that give him the right to say what he wants to say? Or some of the things he said, probably. I mean, no, but he has a right to say what he wants to say. Taking what he said had absolutely zero to do with the evidence that was provided in the case. None whatsoever. Metcalf, you stabbed the guy for a shove. That's all it was. It comes simply down to multiple witnesses testified to that. All the other stuff that we're doing here is white noise, is all it is. It's white noise.
Damn, they kicked him off too. Damn.
Dr. Candace Owens
Wow.
Matthews is going to get the video, and then all you guys are sitting up here. It was just a shove. It was just a shove. we're gonna see the real evidence. We're gonna
They are kicking people off for telling the truth.
Okay, if there's evidence, then it's just
My bad. It was
thickening.
both. I was trying to put Miss
It's
Tessa
okay,
on.
hon.
My bad. Hey, Miss Tessa.
Good morning, you guys. Hey, happy Sunday. I don't agree with as much time as that they gave him 35 years. Excuse me, 35 years is a long time. However, he's still alive. The other guy is not here. So I would take a jail cell before I take a grave. And Ms. Sita, anybody else who's saying that, because I am Black, by the way, that we're basically selling out our race. No, we believe in accountability.
There we go.
I don't care what color Carmelo Anthony was, whether he was white or Black. If he unalived someone, he deserved time.
Let's see if they kick her off.
If the shoe was on the other foot, if it was Austin Metcalf, why do we as Black people, I would like to ask you guys, why do we as Black people take up for bad people? I'm not saying Carmelo Anthony was bad, but what he did was bad. But why do we do that?
Let's see if they kick her
Can
off.
somebody explain to me why do we take up for people that have done bad things instead of asking them for accountability?
The lady Tisha T, that's the one that's talking. Let's see if they kick her off.
I feel the same way, and that's why I specifically said when did we leave 17-year-olds in charge of other 17-year-olds? We didn't talk about the lack of adults that were supposed to be there. It makes me feel, because I have children that they're adults now, but that were on the track team, and a track meet is all damn day. You better take a lunch with you. It can start at 9 a.m. and finish at 9 p.m. because you have to wait until your game comes up. I also was on the track team, 400-meter run, hurdles, and the 100-meter dash as well. And I know we would be there all day. Now, here's the problem. If we're going to hold someone accountable, let's hold that school accountable that had all those minors under their custody and was unable to protect them. And that goes for Austin and Karmelo, because if anyone needed any protection, and this could have been all avoided if there was some adults around like there should have been. But when you are one of the people in the school that bullies people all the time, people just rather not deal with it or they ignore it. And that's exactly what happened. If we're going to hold some accountability, hold everyone accountable. Hold them boys accountable for being in an alternative school and shouldn't have been at the meet. They were not on the roster. I did not interrupt, Miss Kimmy. I'm not understanding. I'm not even talking to you.
Well, you're saying the boys should be held accountable.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, I know
3
you're not.
times.
I know.
All I'm saying is we're going on the words of accountability. Let's show some. Let's show the accountability of everyone. If you're going to be a hosting school, then you should have.
No, the only animal here is Karmelo. He stabbed someone. He brought a knife to a track meet and stabbed someone.
A hosting, because the alternative schools don't have sports programs. And when there was 6 people walking up towards this one person, you don't tell me you don't know how that's going to end.
Okay, Ms. Peter, can I ask you a question?
You don't know how that was in. He didn't know how it was going to end, but all he knew is he had a few seconds to figure out a way to get up out of that situation.
Okay, Ms. Peter, can I ask you a question? Do you think Carmelo Anthony deserved any time?
Yes.
Any
No, I
time
don't.
at all?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
No, I don't.
So you are biased.
And free R. Kelly. If you're
biased.
going to do anything,
You're
because
biased.
we're not holding
You're
ourselves
biased.
accountable
You
for
don't-
all the people that we all played.
Did you say free R. Kelly?
I don't
When it
think
comes
that.
to
Wait,
situations, it
hold
don't
on,
just
Miss
happen
Peter.
like
Hold
that.
on. You already talked, Miss Peter. I don't think he deserved the 35.
You asked me the question and I answered it. And it
Okay.
wasn't
Now
the
let
answer
me
you
finish,
wanted.
ma'am. Now,
Where's
can I
Free
finish,
Robert?
please?
Where's
Respectfully.
Free Robert go
I don't think that he should have got
All right, you
35
make me
years
feel
because
like
he did. I don't think he should have got 35 years because he was a kid, but I do believe he deserves some time. He has to be punished for what he did. And
No
that's the
question.
problem. A lot of you guys want him to walk for what he did.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, no,
Sure.
He can't turn. Go ahead. Ask your question.
Just a quick question. Now, if the video comes out and it shows that it was more than a shove, that they was beating on him, would that change your opinion?
What?
Sir, okay, that probably would change my opinion, but why wouldn't his attorney bring that up in court?
Thank
Why
you.
wouldn't they bring it up in
Thank
court,
you.
sir?
Thank
they
you.
didn't. Why did the judge restrict the video?
The
And
judge,
then say
what?
that they can't play it at all. Now that court
Right.
is over, why we still
Right.
can't see it? Court is
Because
over.
it's a murder of
The
a
ruling is in.
17-year-old.
Karmelo has been in 2 penitentiaries in 1 week. So why can't we see this? Because what are they hiding? Let's be accountable. You said accountability.
It's a
Let's
murder
all
of a
be accountable.
17-year-old.
The judge and the people of Collin County don't want you to
If there's
see
a
the truth.
video out,
That's why they're
Miss
hiding
Cedar,
it.
Miss Cedar, if there's a video out that you guys
There is. You
claim,
keep
wait,
saying
wait,
if.
wait, wait,
It's
hold
11
on,
and a
hold
half
on.
minutes.
You seen
Delusional.
it? You seen it, but you said the judge.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't see the video.
Okay,
You
who's
had to
seen the
put in a
video?
request
Anybody
to
on this
see the
panel?
video.
Hold on, ma'am. Anybody
No,
on
you
this
ask.
panel?
You quit asking me questions
Okay,
and really
okay,
don't
I'm not
want me to
asking you
answer.
anymore. I'm asking the panel. Okay, anybody on the panel can they say they seen the video, or is it just somebody saying there's a video out?
Well, there was
I'll
a
tell you.
It was
I'll
people.
tell you about
I'll
it.
pull it up. I'm
It was
tired
people.
of
video.
It was
I
people.
have
not seen the video.
There
I
was
have
a
not seen
video
the
out
video.
that Tessa. There was a video out that you could sign up for.
Nobody saw the video. I don't know what happened. They skipped me. EK, go ahead, EK, and then double R.
I appreciate it. If a video comes out and it shows that he was being attacked, as Plamker says, being attacked.
I was going to tell
Playmaker.
Tessa.
Hold on. If a video comes out and it shows that him being violently attacked by a bunch of people, Playmaker, yes, I will change my mind and say that he shouldn't have been convicted of anything and it was self-defense. Now, on the other hand, if the video comes out and it doesn't show that, are you going to say that he should have been convicted?
Exactly, EK.
You can answer that, Playmaker. Second, why haven't you answered it, Playmaker? You got to come off mute. Yeah.
Yes, I will. Yes,
okay,
I
wonderful.
will. I don't condone. I got 4 children. They're grown now, but I don't condone bad behavior.
So let me ask you this, and I appreciate the honest answer. I got the question for you, Playmaker.
Yes, sir.
If in fact what you're saying is true, right? They have a thing called discovery, where all of the evidence must be released to the defense, right? The defense had the opportunity to play that specific video. The fact that we didn't see it, it doesn't matter because the jurors saw it and the people in the court saw it. If there was another video, and if they did not release that other video to the defense, that's grounds for at least a retrial, right? An appeal, or maybe even an overturning of the verdict because they didn't have all the pertinent evidence.
Facts.
So if all of this is true, we will find out during the appeal process. But
Facts.
I cannot imagine, I don't care how incompetent the defense was, but there's talk that he was one of the top 10 defense attorneys in Texas. Now, unless you believe that there was a conspiracy that they wanted to put this 17-year-old black boy in jail for 35 years.
It's definitely a conspiracy.
I don't believe that.
Conspiracy?
Well, why didn't they?
There's no
why
evidence.
Did they
There's
send,
no
why
evidence
did they
that there
send them
is.
to the first penitentiary and the warden was Talon Metcalf? They didn't realize that people will figure that out real fast, and within 24 hours they moved him. So you're telling me that.
This is a panel that I am restreaming from TikTok. This is where all of these Karmelo supporters, this is where they meet up to just come up with a whole bunch of lies, and they just come up with a whole bunch of narratives. So whenever y'all hear people on YouTube or any other social media space repeating the same shit that you're hearing now, this is where it came from.
That didn't have any. Guys have never turned this quickly. Never. He has been in 2 penitentiaries in 1 week. Come on.
EK, answer this question.
And here's that video as well. Here's that video that y'all said didn't exist.
What is that? What the fact that he's been in
I just want to play the video.
You don't know. Can I talk now, Cedar? I'll let you talk.
No, I'm talking about the video that you guys not listening to.
The
one I was telling you that 11 and a half. I'm getting ready to play it for you.
Before you play that, let Double R, let EK.
Hey, Double R, what's up, big dog? Roof.
What's up? How y'all doing?
The fact that he's been to 2 penitentiaries in a week is nothing because there's a processing
you know what, it's
procedure
always
that goes
nothing.
through.
You know, the Coon Cassidy is ridiculous for me.
Just because we don't agree
you have
with
never in your life seen
Okay.
anyone go to the penitentiary 2 in 1 week.
I have.
You have not. You're telling a lie. You're a liar, and the truth ain't
me. I've been in the penitentiary,
and you was
go
in
through a
2
processing.
penitentiaries. So you got convicted on Wednesday.
I went
You
to
were
a
in 2
receiving one. I
penitentiaries
got
by
processed
Saturday.
went to another
Yeah, that's
one
why
within a
you'll
week.
keep talking over me.
I think the penitentiary is better than the grave, though.
I'm not. See, that's apples and oranges. I'm not. That's not the question on hand. The question is that's not
Yeah,
the
yeah, this is live right now.
quality of life.
You haven't been
19
processed through a
as a
penitentiary when they get
19-year-old,
go
as
from
a
a county jail.
19-year-old,
They
you
know that
don't
there's
know
a
how that's
process
going to
and
affect
procedure.
him mentally
Can I
because we
speak?
all have things going on. My fault, Double R. Go ahead.
My problem, I think the problem is, seem like these people up here trust the system. They trust our kids in the hands of these white folks.
There's
And
more
you can say
racism.
racist, whatever, whatnot. But the question and the fact of the matter is, this shit it don't seem correct at all. And I'm not looking at no feelings or nothing of that. You got a prosecutor, like you said, EK, supposed to be the top 10. But he fumbled like a motherfucker all over the place.
Not the prosecutor, the defense.
Defense lawyer. No, I'm saying you said the defense attorney. That's what I said.
You just said prosecutor.
You said
It's
prosecutor.
just a
Well,
word
I'm
switch.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That's all. He's talking about the defense.
I'm sorry. I misspoke.
It was a mistake. He's not the Lord.
Right. Yeah, he was all over the place. Why the fuck he didn't do a deposition with Hunter, even if Hunter didn't get on the stand?
Hunter is not on trial.
Accounts of the actions will be shown in court.
They are.
We all not realizing that none of these witnesses' testimony is lining up with Hunter's interview.
Absolutely.
Hunter is not on trial. He didn't kill anybody. Carmelo Anthony killed someone.
None of it is lining up. Say when you smell something fishy, you can see it.
Who picked the defense attorney, though?
God damn, I sit up here quiet. I ain't say shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I ain't say a motherfucking thing. What I'm saying is what she's trying to say is why is these people now that the gag order is over, why the people that seen the video back in June or whatever they seen it, why are they coming out and they saying it's a totally different video than what these people are saying?
Because they're lying.
I just don't understand how y'all can't have a rational thought that this young kid was railroaded. And of course the witnesses are going to have different statements because they are implicated in it if they do tell the truth.
What?
If they tell the truth, then they up for a damn charge.
What? Can I ask you something? Because your time expired. Who picked the defense? Who picked his attorney?
Okay, we're gonna move forward. I want to play the video. The video of the people that
tell the truth. What charge are they going to be charged with if they tell the truth?
We're going past the text.
So now if the witnesses tell the truth, they're going to be charged? Is he stupid?
As I understand exactly what Double R just said is what this young man is saying as well. And he's at the Collin County Courthouse just leaving from watching the video.
Now watch.
What I saw was slightly different from the testimony that I heard given in the trial. There were 6 kids that walked up, 2 splintered off. I guess that part of was introduced in the trial where they went to deflect the coach. The other 4 walked directly to Karmelo Anthony. There was a brief conversation, I say maybe 20, 30 seconds. And from there, a scuffle ensued. It didn't last long. Karmelo backed out the canopy. He looked one way, looked to the left, and flew down those bleachers. Now, this is the video that was presented to us. This is the question that I have, though. Why wasn't that video presented in court? And is it the true video? Because, again, it's starkly different from the testimony given in the trial. Karmelo Anthony flew down those bleachers, fell at the bottom of the bleachers, got up, took off. It was maybe 2 or 3 kids that you could see kind of give chase, but Karmelo was gone, so they weren't even going to put a finger on him and touch him. Again, there was a scuffle that ensued at the top of the bleachers, and Karmelo got out of there. But I don't know why that was not brought up in court. I don't know why that was shown. I don't know if the ISD gave us a bogus ass video. I don't know, but that's what I saw.
This is another young lady that saw it.
Hello, everybody. I'm an advocate for Karmelo Anthony. My name is T. And when I went to see the video, they ask if you want to see it from either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Karmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy. And he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent. And then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame, and the other one sat at the bottom. But the remaining 4, they went directly to Karmelo Anthony. And like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. And we know from the interviews that Hunter did, we know that Hunter was, in fact, up underneath that tent.
Hunter is not on trial.
You can see Karmelo in the midst of them assaulting him. You can see Karmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward. The next thing you see is Karmelo. He comes shooting out the back, but he's still not standing. And he had to like kind of crab crawl backwards, and he had to like jerk away from them because they still had a hold of his hoodie. He goes up a couple bleachers and he's looking around for which way to go. He runs diagonally down the bleachers and then he falls. At the time of him falling, that's when I noticed another 3 boys coming down the bleachers chasing after him. But once Karmelo got up, he took off. You didn't see him for the rest of the video.
That's not us seeing a video. I'm sorry. I know
Where was the video?
Right. You had to apply. That's what I'm telling you. This is the place you had to apply to see the video. But the problem is, as of yesterday, they stopped. You can't even apply to see the video anymore. They're holding it. They don't want it released, and they're not taking any more application. It's called a forward. I don't know what that means in technical. It's called a forward application.
Can I get some time, Mega?
Freedom of Information Act. FOIA.
No, I said forward. That's the name. The name of that's where they are. The forward office, and you can only.
This bitch said the forward office. It's called a FOIA request. It's a Freedom of Information Act. Is she this dumb? Are people this stupid? Karmelo is guilty as fuck, and they just don't want to accept it. Jesus Christ. Let's go to this live. Let's see what they talking
I
about.
have people come on here. Oh, we take it. No, it's just not fair, y'all. It ain't fair. And it's the shoes that Karmelo Anthony's mother is sitting in. It can very well be any of us at any time.
Yeah. That's why I tell you, I feel bad. She probably can't even sleep that night.
What?
I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't be so stressed out about worried about if anybody is gonna take my son from me. You know, because, you know, at the end of the day, let's call a spade a spade. A life was taken. A life was taken. Okay? A life was taken. I do not think the life was taken on purpose. Okay? I do think that it was events that led up to this. And I think that the court did not take in accountability cause and effect. I don't think they took in account, they didn't take in accountability cause and effect. If you drink and you drive, you can either kill yourself or somebody else. It's a cause and effect.
Yeah,
it's a
I
cause
agree with
and
that.
effect. So it's like whatever the situation is, y'all got to stand on these facts. What did this little boy do? That little boy came and he initiated this bullshit.
What?
He initiated this. Karmelo didn't come to him.
Exactly.
Period.
Ma'am.
She talking about black. She got a girlfriend. Oh, baby, why does that matter? Dolphin Man, good morning. How are you? Your phone is muted.
Hey, what's going on? Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm doing well, you guys. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are doing blessed as well. I understand, you know, it's a tough time right now, but I have to say, you guys, and hopefully we can have an honest conversation, but Karmelo is guilty. Hey, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, my dog is acting crazy. Yeah.
But he's
Karmelo
guilty. He's
Anthony
guilty
is
of what though? What is he guilty of?
I don't know how you guys speak on your platform.
Unaliving.
Yeah, unaliving young Austin Metcalf in cold blood.
Really quick, Konita said, where's that donate button? If you want to donate to the show, you can use Cash App, which is SELLYOULIGHT, Cellulite. If you need the PayPal, just request it in the chat. If you need the Cash App link, just request it in the chat.
Simply because, but they, oh my God, Magic, shut the fuck up. But yeah, they made they make it out to be as if Melo was sitting inside the tent, and then the boys approached him. But literally, they played the video inside the court during the trial. They printed out still shots for them. They put it in front of the witnesses, and the witnesses' testimonies corroborated with the video. After a whole year and change, we finally found out Anthony is guilty. He came off the bus, he walked straight to their tent and started talking to the guy that he knew up under there. And then after that, because something was said about football, he escalated a big argument. Just not even a real argument. He just started talking trash to them. They testified that he called them pussy. I don't know if I'm allowed to pussies, bitches. Oh, I'm sorry. P's and B's and things like that. And from there, the kid that he unalived, he was a leader. Like, he wasn't no bully. He was a leader. He was a step-up kid, And they weren't racist. They were two white boys.
There we go.
Like, they were like the minority on their.
Hey, Dolphin Man, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
We're gonna do a play-by-play. Okay. One of his friends on the other side of the team asked him to come and attack. Correct?
No.
I'm gonna ask you again.
I'm so sorry.
Dolphin Man.
On the video, he greeted him. He greeted him on that same.
Can I say something?
Yes,
can I say something?
Man, like the whole I could agree to that, but to say that he called him over there, no, that's not what happened. On the video,
Dolphin, listen to me.
Okay.
Dolphin, listen to me. Stop. We're gonna take a play-by-play.
Sir.
Okay.
I would like to have a good, honest conversation. We're
gonna have an honest conversation.
Yeah.
How long you been following this case for? How long you been following this case?
April 3rd, 2025.
Okay, we've been following this case since it started. Since April 2nd of 2025 when he first got arrested.
Wow, one day.
So you was up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the
Hey, Little King, shout out my
12
channel.
o'clock in the afternoon.
Little King, shout out my channel, Little King.
Or you was on
everything,
TikTok.
bro. This is what I love.
Okay, so now what are we going to do from here?
Hold on.
So now what are we going to do from here?
Hold on, listen to me. I'm gonna take a play-by-play.
Well, I couldn't finish my opening statement, but go ahead.
So what I'm saying to you is, Karmelo's friend plays on the opposite team. He asked him to come in because it was raining out. Was it not?
No, sir. Listen. So
it wasn't raining out that day?
Listen, this is what happened.
Right? For you.
Listen. Relax. Why are you so hyper, bro?
Because you know why? I don't like ignorance.
I know, like I said, it's a young black brother.
I don't like ignorance behind people's opinions.
Right now, you don't think like we're displaying ignorance? Just like you cut me off, you yelling, you cut me off.
I don't like ignorance, bro.
With this demeanor as if I'm your child. You don't even know me. Haven't even introduced yourself. I introduced myself.
Ignorance.
You know what I'm saying? It seems like we like
ignorance.
But you're producing it right now. But you're producing it, sir.
No, because I don't like ignorance. When you're sitting there saying the opposite.
Just relax. Let's take a breath. Host, thank you for allowing me up here. Let's have an honest conversation. All right. So from the beginning, yes, that was a rumor that it was raining. That was the reason why he was up under the tent. But now we fast forward to trial and the testimonies of the witnesses, experts.
There you go.
Right? They all corroborate.
Get him, Little King.
It wasn't really raining. It was.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't really raining.
It was raining, bro.
Sir,
it was raining.
Bro, relax, brother. Relax.
Dog, because you're sending misinformation,
but
bro.
No. Relax.
You are.
I'm not even finishing the statement, bro. Relax. Thank you. Now we fast forward to the trial.
Little King, get
video, experts of the video, witnesses that corroborated, from students to coaches, experts. Everybody that was there, and they all corroborate one story. It wasn't raining like that. The scoreboard allegedly was giving off mixed signals, causing confusion about whatever. Regardless of that, this fact still remains that the boys arrived to the stadium at a certain time, and then 2 minutes later, you see on surveillance footage, Karmelo comes to the stadium, and Karmelo walks past two tents and walks straight to Memorial's tent.
There you go.
Well, and
His
the
boy
reason
plays
why
for
he
there.
does that is because he knows the boy up under the tent. Now we have to follow the evidence.
Bro, he was invited to go there. I'll pull the police report right now.
Oh, hey, yo, pull it up right now. I'll cash app you $500.
Dog,
and I'll
I'm
give the host $200 just because. That's $700 early in the morning. If you could pull up the police report and to say that he invited him over there. Are you searching? Are you searching? Hey, host, drop this monkey from the. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
It's just that he really tried to get
little king.
up.
Don't do that, little
drop
king.
Him from the panel. He's lying.
Don't do that, little king.
Misinformation on your panel.
Don't
I
do
just
that,
saw
little
you up
king.
there. I tried to holler at you, let you know some truths about this situation. But again,
Bro,
it's an escalated. It's
he was invited by his boy by the name of Eddie, dog.
Yo,
I'm not shutting
chill
the
out,
fuck
bro.
up.
I'm not even trying to like show my ass on this young lady's panel.
Dog, everybody
But, bro,
knows that, but you
relax.
coming here
All you
saying
have
the
to do
opposite
is
thing.
put yourself on mute. Go get the police report and come back and get paid. That's it. Get the host paid. You up here just yapping. Have you even gifted her? Shut your fucking mouth. Sorry, host. I'm a chill. I'm a chill. But
And
it's
I'll gift
sad
her
and it
after.
pains me. Be quiet. It's sad and it pains me because I'm a father. You understand? Being a father, I see my son as Karmelo. I see my son as Austin. Right? If my son was Karmelo and I found out these facts, damn, my son murdered someone. What the hell? If my son's Austin has been murdered, I want justice.
There you go.
And it's sad to see that our community is attacking a family that's lost their child.
Facts.
And literally, after the trial and the facts have come out, we still doing this. This
Facts.
is ignorant. Not what you're doing, host. You're trying to have conversations, and that's what brought me to you. But no, the boy was guilty. He unalived that boy in cold blood.
Yes.
Literally. He's supposed to be at a track meet, right? I don't know if you knew this, but the boy didn't have any track cleats on. He didn't have any track uniform on.
He sure
didn't
didn't.
even have it in his book bag.
He sure
What he had in
didn't.
his book bag was a Peppa Pig book, crossword puzzles, and a weapon.
Mm.
A weapon that he knew that he had when he went up to that tent to talk to his boy, and then started talking trash.
There you go.
And then when Austin stepped up, like the leader that his coach texted him, and he testified, he said, man, I feel hurt and bad because I'm the one that texted him and told him to be a leader. Watch out for the tents, help out everybody. Our school is hosting the event at the stadium. Be leaders, step up. I need you guys. Him and a couple other guys, be leaders. Step up.
So wait, Karmelo Anthony had a Peppa Pig
with
book?
their heavy bags. Remember, also, host, the girls was running track that morning, not the boys. So why would the coach testify that Anthony was supposed to be on the field warming up?
Facts.
There's something fishy going on.
Facts.
I mean, it's something fishy going on. But again, like I told you, this kid didn't even have no track equipment at the school. But he had a weapon though. And when he went, and like he said, touch me and see what happened. It could have been Austin, Hunter, EP, the coach,
been anybody.
The medical examiner. It could have been anybody that touched Melo
That's a
that day.
fact.
He was going to poke him.
Yep.
And it's ignorance of you to not realize that.
There you go.
It's ignorance of you to keep, our little black boy, he got 35. Respectfully, that's justice. He should have got more. But it's no, because he's black. No, it's cases that's different cases. Straight up.
Facts.
But forgive me, host. I'm not trying to be as colorful. I'm just now meeting you, and you're a lovely lady. Even allowing me up here, speak. My side or whatever. And I pray that it gets to you in a good spirits. If not the best time now, maybe later, because I know it's going to stick with you. It's hard. It's hard to accept that our black boy unalived. It's hard to accept that. I mean, shit, I could imagine why the parents are running around on tour, right? This money scheme tour.
There you go.
It's hard for them to accept that.
Hey, yo, Little King is cooking. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if Little King is cooking.
And I just being honest, I'm the dolphin man. I just like to go swimming, kick up my flipper.
This nigga.
I definitely don't like to fight with my people. So, bro, hopefully what I said to help you, you know, I don't know, revisit the case or look at it from a different angle. Yet they're lying to us. They're lying to us.
Facts.
So do you think, Dolphin Man, do you think he should appeal the trial then?
I mean, if the appeal thing, right? That's the thing. Like, so if we're not criminals, crooks, and things like that, we try to stay away from our family members that get in a lot of trouble. We don't really understand this stuff because, yeah, we know we're citizens in America and we're under this law, but we don't really try to break the law. But that's the thing. We don't really know the law. But whatever. The reason why it's more appeasing and things like that, because it's a hot case right now. That appealing thing is procedural. Like, it's come on. If you get 50, 20, even if you got 10 days in jail, right, by the court, by the judge, and they told you like, yeah, you got 30, 45 days to appeal my decision, what you gonna do? You're gonna take every opportunity that you can to you know, to reverse it, to slow it down, to whatever. So I'm just saying that he should do it. I mean, it's a risk because also when you do it, right, and it don't go your way, you can also risk yourself getting more time.
Yeah, that's true.
So
hey, this is what happens.
I mean, it's something I.
Hey, this is what happens when you kick nothing but facts. You shut the whole panel down. Good job to Little King.
Hey, if I was him, I know what I did. I'm taking my time because legit, he got 30. That 35 was fair. It was justice for his age and all that. I was always saying 40 plus, you know, being that, and this is the like just me or whatever. And the personal, like damn, him being black as Texas, they gonna fry his ass.
Fly Girl came up there. It's about to be some shit.
99, so it could really fall anywhere. And 35, I think, was fair. Shit. He 17 years he'll be seeing parole. What? 17, he'd be like 30 something, 40 something, you know. So yeah, like so it's just like it's sad because you take somebody's life. And respectfully, when you really sit and you comb through the information on this case, it's like, damn, little buddy really did it. There was no 17 people attacking him. There was no 4 boys pulling. The lady sat there. She said that she saw one boy running. They're lying.
What are you talking about?
The kid, not you. I ain't talking about you.
No, I'm saying, have you heard everything that went on?
Hey, yo, listen. So I got an offer, right?
I'm
trying to get the host paid. Are you familiar with the police report in this case, man?
I'm familiar with the case and everything. Awesome. Just got off another panel and everything.
So check it, right? I need you to go through the police report. You got access to that, right?
They're lying.
You got access to the police report.
Look at what county they were in.
Man,
come on
I only asked you if you had access to the police report, and you're saying that I'm asking you, do you have access to the police report? Man?
No, I don't have access to the police report.
So then what are you talking about?
What is it that you have like access to give input?
I'm saying I just been on other panels.
How do you help Karmelo in this?
This is what I'm saying. Okay, I've been on other panels, and other people are saying the same thing about the fact of what happened.
I love you. I want to know, how is it that we're going to help Karmelo? How do you help Karmelo?
I'm not getting ready to go against him because I wasn't there. This is what
I'm saying to you, man.
I'm not.
You doing this
like
ignorant stuff right here with your big grown age.
I'm not getting ready to go against him
because you're not helping him, man.
And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all be going against each other.
Ma'am, listen. Out of love, right? I need you to understand. I need you to understand, at your big grown age, you doing this is going against him because that boy knows what he did.
I'm not saying it was right. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, do you have all the facts?
Yes.
Because from my understanding, the boy tackled him.
Ma'am,
that was not.
All right, how about this? I'm going to directly answer you that. In trial, the witness testified. Now that I see the video, I know what I saw. What I said that I saw wasn't that. Now I saw what I saw. And definitely.
So you don't think that video was doctored?
Have the lady entered into evidence?
What the ma'am, it was on trial, so it was an exhibit that they did have to display for the
No,
jury.
they did not. Oh my
Yo,
God.
ma'am, please stop. Pray to God, repent, and
I'm
find
gonna pray to
rejoice.
God
Thank
that
you, and
everything
repent.
that you're
But
saying
no,
is
no, no,
not
no, no, no,
true.
no. Pray that we as a community find peace, because this is crazy what the fuck we're doing. How are we like rallying up behind a demon child?
Hey, y'all,
Like,
should I
this
hit
is
this
gonna be a
panel?
movie.
Should I
This
hit
is
this
gonna be a
panel?
movie. Y'all gonna be the reason why they
They only mad because he was Karmelo Anthony and he was black and he got charged with killing the white guy. That's why.
That's not what
That's
nobody's
exactly, and
mad
that is
about.
a 100% fact, bro.
That is not what
That
anyone
is
is
a
mad about. I can't
100%
believe you
fact.
guys. You know
I
what?
mean, hey, man,
It's
call
okay.
us what you want, but
It's okay. I
we
can't
love
believe you guys. That is not what no one's
We
mad
love
about.
you, man. We love you. Just call us what you
You
want. We
know,
love you.
okay, you got your own opinions. I got mine.
No. And that's true. But on this case, we both have facts. You don't want to accept the facts, and that's all right. We still love you, but I need
You know what? I can't accept them when I just got off two other panels
That's just like
that
the
are
same thing when the police
that are
killed,
saying something totally different.
That's just like when the police kill one of a black guy, right, in a car. Just say, you know what I'm saying? But the black people don't want to follow directions. If he tell you to put your hands up, step up, why are we still fussing with the cop? And
As
saying,
a black man in society today or any other day, you should put your hands, you should keep your hands on the steering wheel. This is what we have to teach our young black boys.
yeah, but the black moms take the black boys and don't give the black boys to the
No, you
dad.
can't speak for every black mom.
Hey, Little King, I see you, big homie. Hey, Little King, hit the panel, G.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say that. Where's the daddy at?
The daddy.
Where's the daddy at?
That's the baby mama.
Well, ask the daddy. Because regardless whether him or the mom is together or not, a real man gonna still be in their child's life, their kid's life.
You can't say that about a man, because a real man try their best to be in the kid's life, and the mother continue.
Hey, we got Little King in the chat. Everybody put ones in the chat for Little King. Shout out to my man's Little King going up there and spitting nothing but facts. You said it's on Vertical. Hold on, I'm gonna post the link on my community tab on YouTube. Give me a second, y'all.
To put up words.
And I mean that's the same as a real man. If a real man, if he really want to be in his child's life, he gonna be in it.
Speak about what a real man is, because you're not a man, you're a woman. You can't speak about what a real man is. No woman can.
Yeah.
All right, Little King, I posted a StreamYard link on my community tab.
Yes, I can when I know a man is, because I have examples.
That don't make any sense. You can say,
man, come on, man. Come on.
You can
We
say
have
I
to
know
be real. I'm
examples.
sorry to cut you off, brother, but we just have to be real. Like, in honesty, for a whole year, the fact that we've been denying what could
he's here. He's in the chat.
be, right? It's like we always had just this one tunnel vision outlook on this, but we never really, considered the what could be. And literally, we've had trial, and it went swiftly.
Okay, well, answer me this question: did Karmelo know?
Did Karmelo know?
Did he know? Well, who was it? Austin that got killed or unalive?
Yes, ma'am.
Unalive.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
so did Carmelo know him?
No, he did not. No.
Okay, so why would he choose?
Tragic.
Okay, so why would he go to that track meet just to unalive someone?
So I don't know, ma'am. I don't know, but he went. I don't know if he went strictly for Austin. No, I mean, given by what he said, touch me, see what happens. So whoever touched him, right?
Okay, but the boy said to him.
Wait, one minute. Just the thing that he came to the tent to speak to the kid that he knew up under the tent, but even that kid found it awkward because they're not that tight, they're not that close, and he did not call him over to the tent.
They said he texted him.
Ma'am, there's no evidence that's ever been provided throughout this case, throughout the trial, to substantiate that. Not at all. That's a rumor. So we have people that look like us that's lying to us, so we could.
Okay, no, but this is what I'm saying. How many black people testified in
so ma'am,
on this case.
I need you to understand that the boys that was unalive, he was a twin brother, they were white, but they were the minority of the team.
Exactly.
They were actually the white boys on the team full of blacks and Hispanics. They were
they were bullies.
No, ma'am, they weren't bullies. No, not at all.
Okay, so you never heard anything about them, bullying other kids or doing this or doing that?
I've heard a lot, man.
Okay, so you didn't see the okay, but I'm saying, did you see the tape of how racist his father was being?
So, ma'am,
did you see that video?
Listen. I want you to understand. I want to ask you 2-3 things, just so you understand.
Oh my God!
Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
And that is amazing. Thank you. You're beautiful. When you gave birth, did you know you gave birth?
Yes, I did.
Right, because your water broke, right?
Of course.
Right. Awesome. So now I'm gonna ask you also, have you ever been lied to?
Of course, we all have.
And we all had, and it's really made us feel some type of way, like almost a burning hole in the heart, right?
Of course, it hurts.
Right. And
I'd rather have the truth than a lie any day.
Right. And ma'am, that feeling is the feeling that we as a community is running away from because we know the truth.
Exactly.
We don't want to tell ourselves the truth.
I don't know the truth because I wasn't there.
Right.
I can't say that.
I love that you said that. But ma'am, in your big grown age, right? This is not the first case that you've seen.
All right.
Right. I know you've had an OJ.
Okay, so how many injustice cases?
Blonde Bomb is in the chat. Blonde Bomb says, excuse me, by the way, there were 4 black witnesses that testify at the trial. That's 4 out of 6 witnesses.
I'm one of your black brothers, sons, nephew, whatever. You're one of your kings that done the homework and the legwork, right? And mind you, I'm up under other graders, other great ones that literally boots on the ground, but because I'm in a whole nother state trying to do the Lord's work and find justice for this family. And they have found it, and this is awesome. But now we have to find justice for our community where we again, like, we pretty much cast out the nonsense. Like, this kid is an unaliver. That's how we got to talk here. Unaliver. He did it in cold blood, and we have to accept that because there's other great kids that aren't even carrying weapons to their schools. They aren't even, thinking to escalate such a great altercation.
Okay, let me ask you this question: if your child, now they said the weapon.
Did you understand what I just said though?
Yes. Okay, but let me ask you this question: they said the weapon that he had, it's legal. Okay, why he had it? Or anything?
Ma'am, you would work throughout your lifetime or something like that, and I know that maybe are you legal to carry a pew pew? Do you have one of those?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. You are amazing, man. You know what? You're upstanding America. So now, when you go into work, you can't bring your pew pew, correct?
No, you can't.
Right. You cannot, right?
But they said the tool that he could use for his cleats.
1 second, you're so beautiful, and I love that we're trying, right? What I'm saying is just something simple. I want you to understand that you have your legal right to carry, awesome, but you can't bring it to work. It's simple. That's just the rule.
Okay, so if you're at work and another employee tell you
what I'm saying is that you do
or to do something.
That, right? No. Let's stay with this.
Stay on topic.
Yeah, let's stay on there, and then we walk it together. You understand that, right? Like, you cannot take your legal thing to work, right?
Right.
So now let's bring it back to this case. You cannot bring weapons to school as a child.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that.
Cool. Now we can move, and I appreciate you for taking the time for understanding. Right now, let's move forward. So now again, the child came. His video. He drove his car. He got on the bus. He got off the bus and walked straight to the tent. People like to. I will help you understand why. People like to say, "Oh, he was there first." No.
See, that's new information to me.
Right. And because you have heard that they say that he was there first, it's a lie. Why they
It's
say
not
it like
about
that?
he was there first. Well, I guess it is because
Right, and I'm trying to help you understand why they say that. So why they say that is because the brother's interviews, he says that we come to our tent and some kid was sitting there that we don't know. And then he says, we come to a tent and the kid's sitting there. Now we know his name Mello now, and he just started talking reckless. So that sounds like we coming back to the tent and this kid already there, right? We didn't know he was there. He was talking trash. That's what it sounds like. But now that's why they say what they say, because that's what the brother does say in the video.
Really quick, there's a poll in the chat. Make sure y'all vote in the poll. Is Karmelo guilty or innocent? And by your own opinion.
Happening trial. He's saying that we came to the stadium, got off the bus. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Smoke detector dogs, that just overwhelmed me.
Now this is funny. That's Little King has entered this panel and he's over there giving them the fact. The number of people have dropped to only 14 people that's watching the stream. They don't like facts. They do not like facts. It's only 14 people watching this stream. That's crazy. We're going to switch over. Let's switch over right quick. Oh, let's go to a live where they got 3,900 people watching. Let's listen to this one. They're not even talking in this one. Let's go to this one.
My decisions on what okay, and this is why I stand on the middle ground of this case. As of right now, based off of the evidence and the testimonies presented in court, Karmelo is guilty. He did not act in self-defense according to Texas law. If the videos and testimonies that are out there, rumored to be out there, that can defend Karmelo and show that he did act in self-defense, then then it needs to be presented. And if it can prove that he acted in self-defense, I'll be the first one to say he needs to be acquitted. I'll be the first one to say it.
Who is that, Slimeball?
Yeah, I was going to say his father is friends with the judge. You guys do know that, right?
That's fake.
Was debunked.
That's fake.
No, that's not fake. Bro.
Yeah, it is
yes,
fake.
It is.
Yeah, it is fake.
That is fake.
Why do you think it's fake?
It is fake. If him and the judge were friends,
that was fake. Hold on. I'm asking him a question. Why do you think it was fake?
Because Judge Metcalf himself never.
Hold up. One person at a time.
There are plenty of news sources that say that was not the judge or the DA in that picture.
Say that again.
I said there are I mean, I could Google it right now. I'll have to teapot for a minute, but
no, you need real sources, not Google.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to.
We already proved that the Little King, the name of this channel is called Christian 24 Irwin. Little King, go in that channel and light them up. Give them nothing but the facts. Little King is in the chat once again, going around giving the facts. Little King, go in this Christian 24 Irwin. I'm gonna show you the page. Little King is out here putting in work. Yeah, my man. Little King is out here putting in work. Little King, when you see this, this is what the live looks like. That's the live you need to go into. It's called Christian 24 Irwin. Go into that live and just light them up with nothing but facts.
So all black people act like you, yes or no?
Bro, everybody act how they act. What do you mean?
So how did I act white?
Bro, I can just tell that you're white.
Look at your fucking screen, you idiot. Are you
looking at me
right now?
May I
Bro,
add
I
something?
can guarantee you that you hang with a bunch of white people.
My best friend is white. I hang with a bunch of white people
Exactly,
too.
bro. You're a fucking
I hang with a bunch
wigger.
of black people too.
Bro, you're a fucking wigger, bro. You're a wigger.
See?
They
Who's
got you
racist?
brainwashed.
Who's racist?
Wow.
And that's not
racist.
racist to say.
Okay, yo,
Bro, I'm racist.
fellas.
Hey, we
fellas,
called it
fellas.
out. Let's go. One less racist on this damn.
Hey,
That's not racist to say. Like, are you kidding me? I
okay,
mean, come on, man.
Listen, I'm black, bro. Let's not make this about a race thing. Who think that he will get a retrial?
I think if I'm hoping they have more evidence, because I was hoping to see some more evidence from the Karmelo side in the beginning, because I was pissed that people were arguing based off one side of evidence. But whenever they went into court and there was no new evidence presented, damn, why are y'all reporting Mars? Mars, come back up on an alt if you have it. But whenever they presented the evidence in court and there was nothing new, then I knew he was cooked. He should have pled not guilty, and they probably would have gave him a lesser sentence. Or no, he should have pled guilty. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
I would also say they would not give him a retrial. One, because they have proof that he had technically carrying on him at a track meet was a 3 to 4 inch knife, which was not a pocket tool, by the way, which people are saying. When he struck him in the heart, breaking a few bones that caused him to bleed out within the few minutes he was living, to the point where as soon as medics got there, he was basically already dead. Now, saying that, they said that whole situation wouldn't have happened if Karmelo didn't go up to the tent and say, hey, I don't want to get wet, so I'm going to sit here.
I'm going to stop you right there. Hold up. I'm going to stop you right there, right? That's not how that went. You know, he had a friend on the team that Ben invited him in that tent, right?
Guys, let me talk. I spoke to a verified juror last night for 2 hours on a live.
He's lying.
Are you talking about Cesis?
Yeah.
That dude's a liar. He's not a juror.
He's not a juror. Like, what the fuck? Why would you believe that?
That dude's not a juror. He was on Malaysia. He was on Micah's panel the other day, right?
Yeah, he was up there. He's lying.
He's not a juror.
He wasn't a juror?
No, I promise you he's not. I'm sorry if you believe that, but he's not. He was not a juror.
He's a kid. He's young as hell. He's like a kid.
Yeah, he was.
My bad, dude. Don't jump on my dick because I fucking people lie, dude.
You can't say that.
It's too little to jump on.
But anyways, what I was saying was he basically was at the track meet, but he was at a completely different school. Now saying that, correct. I haven't heard anything about anybody saying he got invited to a tent. What I heard was that his team did not have a tent for the rain. So he went over to the other kid's tent. Other kids said, hey, you cannot be here. This is my school's tent. You're not a part of this school. Now saying that, what I heard was the conflict was that he pushed Karmelo. Karmelo Anthony whipped out the knife and stabbed him directly right in the heart.
He hit him twice, first of all. And Karmelo said, touch me again and see what happens. Touch me again.
Okay.
I didn't hear that part. All I heard was that he got You do know that hurts your case, right?
It doesn't hurt my case.
Yes,
he put his hands on him twice.
He provoked somebody to touch him again. If
I tell you to pew pew me, you do it. Who go to jail?
No, what he's saying.
That's not even equivalent.
He's saying
that I would also say too, Malaysia. I would also.
If I tell you to punch me, you punch me. Who assaulted me?
I'm on the panel.
Yeah, I assaulted you, but you asked for it.
But you assaulted me. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You asked for the ass whooping.
It doesn't matter.
It's about proportionality.
They should have de-escalated the situation.
It's about proportionality.
You can
say though,
Malaysia.
What's that noise? Somebody's phone right now.
Sorry, no, that was my.
What'd you say, Christian?
So, I don't think the touch me again ever happened.
Gorilla Nuts, that is a fact. That girl is lying, and she's only sticking up. The majority of people who are black are only sticking up for Karmelo because he's black, and the majority of people that's white that's sticking up for Karmelo, they're only doing so because they don't want to be seen as a racist.
Inviting them into your space, and that would be provoking
like Chud the Builder, right?
Chud the Builder needs to go to jail for a long fucking time. That motherfucker.
Why? He provoked those people.
No, as he's saying, in Texas, I don't think anybody supports Chud, bro.
In Texas rule, if you sit there and say,
When he sat there and said, basically, if you touch me again, they're considering that now premeditated. I went through this on a different panel and saying, because I'm not understanding how the man said, don't touch me again, because I'm here in Georgia. If I give you that warning and you come close to me, it is self-defense.
Hey, I'm in Georgia
Texas,
too.
In Texas, since he said that, it's now premeditated.
Now, saying that, you can actually go online and see the weapon that Carmelo Anthony had used, but they also said that his autopsy photos was so gnarly that the
why he died
people
so fast?
started throwing up because it was so bad. They said they've never seen a young kid stabbed so badly. They said, I've never seen.
Oh my gosh, shut
that
up,
bad.
please!
That
You're
was horrible.
lying. You're just lying. Shut up.
No, the guy, he was on steroids. You guys, he was on steroids. That's
What?
how the blood came out so fast.
What?
I didn't hear about steroids. I didn't hear about that.
Since when was Austin Metcalf on steroids?
That's just hearsay.
Do you have any proof of what you're saying?
Well, the autopsy stated that.
Right, it did.
Do you have the autopsy report?
Oh my God!
I'd like to see it.
Wait. I know you fucking lying. There was an autopsy report on Austin Metcalf? Hold on, let me go look it up.
Who's saying that he was on steroids? That's why he bled out so much. Who said that?
I said that. So
Can anybody give me any sort of credible source for that?
He was on steroids.
No, he was not. What the fuck?
Where's the credible source for that?
Let's be real here. You can have as much juice as Tropicana.
This is the first time I'm hearing that.
What does that have to do with? What does that have to do with any? You do realize him being on steroids or not being on steroids wouldn't have saved his life. His right ventricle was cut open.
I gotta go.
Right,
bruh. Why'd y'all report Malaysia? She ain't even do nothing yet. She always gonna say some bullshit, but like she didn't even do nothing crazy yet. But
let's be real here.
There is no public autopsy report for a dead 17-year-old. Why are they lying?
Steroids has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, into the fucking
chambers
of your heart.
It was a little pocket knife you had. You know,
it wasn't little. It was not.
A knife is a knife, brother.
No, it was right. It is a knife, but it was little, man. It was
whether he was legally allowed to own that knife or not. It should not have been in his bag on school ground.
If it don't go past his mom, it's legal, bro.
Whether he was legally allowed to have that knife or not, it should not have been on his person on school grounds.
That's a fact.
Period.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I do not agree.
I would say the only reason he could possibly have.
Oh, by the way, because I keep seeing people saying watermelon felon. Let me go ahead and give y'all the Watermelon Felon song right quick. Brought to you today by yours truly, Say Like Podcast. Let's go ahead and listen to the Watermelon Felon song. Make sure y'all get the lights up to support the show.
Watermelon Felon. Got a tag on the bag, it say Watermelon Felon. Sneaking through the market with a grin, too telling. Pineapple spears in the cup, dip red like a potion. Everybody looking like, man, what you selling? Brown clown, no rules, just playing. Pockets full of lies and a knife in his hand. Stabbing kids with a wild eye stare. Left a trail of blood in the busted front chair. Oh, he too slick, talk too quick. Ducking every camera, then he do that trick. Oh, he too proud, too loud, whole block know his name when he come around. Watermelon Felon, watermelon felon. Sweet on the tongue, that's Tyrone, go and get some. Yeah. Watermelon felon, watermelon felon. Laugh now, run fast, but the pain come back, son. Yeah. He blame the moon, blame the street, blame the whole damn city, blame the cash, blame the break, blame the world for pity. Say everybody foul, say everybody fake, but he the one who made the wild mistake. Got Kool-Aid on his fingers, got a plan in the stare. Got a lemon lime grin and the do not care. He talk big game and he fold real quick. When the door swing open, he can't fake that twist. Oh, he too slick, talk too quick. Ducking every camera, then he do that trick. Oh, he too proud, too loud, whole block know his name when he come around. Watermelon Felon.
Taken.
Right.
You right? Yeah.
I don't care if you go to a school in Gary, Indiana. It still doesn't justify you to bring a weapon to school. You still should not have a weapon on school grounds.
Now, how about this, right? How about if
I mean,
listen,
I was
hear
a
what you're saying.
teenager once. How we would handle things is after school we would meet up somewhere and we would throw fists. In the end, you win some, you lose some, but in the end, nobody's unalived. But you had respect for each other.
What if it was a pencil?
Right.
This is what I have to loud, folks. What if it was a pencil? Everybody keeps on pushing. Well, he had like I said, a weapon. It was this. What if the man pulled a pencil? Would we now be having a conversation? Well, he defended himself. He just grabbed whatever he needed.
Yeah, there's no rules in fighting, dude.
That's the situation. My thing is again too. A young man lost his life, but I'm still sitting here because everybody's arguing back and forth. It was about 7 minutes. If any of you guys have kids, mentor kids, 17-year-olds, anybody in their teens, they got a damn iPhone, Samsung phone, shoots in 4K. Where's all the video? I go to track meets because I train people. They're always on their phones. There's just so many problems going through here. And also, too, even with all the testimony, I saw him there. He was aggressive. When? Was that during the minute 1 or minute 9? When you finally noticed because you were talking to your friend.
I will agree with you on that.
With the whole situation.
I will agree with you on that. You got a track field full of kids, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and not a single one of them have their phone out. I mean, they have their phones out for everything. I do agree with you on that. That is sketchy. That is sketchy to me.
That's why I don't.
That's why number one, they're not even a retrial. I mean, I hope there is one. I really do.
And not on top of that,
whether the results are the same or not, it's beyond me. But I mean, because of the lack of evidence that there probably should have been, and the sketchiness of some of the situation regarding of the evidence, I mean, it's weird because I mean, I don't know a single teenager that don't have their phones out all the time.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But do we also talk about?
That's why number one, I think the interaction wasn't that long. Or number two, they're suppressing the phone evidence because I'd love.
Yeah, they are.
Like I want to see more evidence from Carmelo's side. But if
they're
they
not going to show us.
But if they don't have anything on it, then I believe that he should just stay where he's. If he has good behavior and gets out in 17 and a half years, I'm not gonna lie. With the lack of evidence shown, that's a damn blessing.
Bro, they're not gonna let him out. They're trying to make an example out of him.
No,
you know what they're trying to do?
The lack of evidence.
I mean.
No, what I'm saying is,
for example, okay.
Let's
Have any of you seen?
Slimeball was trying to say something.
Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
You're right. The media is trying to start a race war. Like we're the public. Like they have agendas, hidden agendas. So if we all start, let's say, just get in the street, whites, blacks, and we all just start fighting, that'll get aired out from the start to the finish. You not know that? So the media is trying to hide a lot of things.
Yes, I agreed, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, the media stirs up everything because, I mean, for one, it increases ratings. I mean, that's what they're all about.
Yeah.
And it increases clicks on their social media pages. I 100% agree with that. Whether it be racial or political, it don't matter. That's right. What they're all about. However, have any of you seen the Netflix documentary, The Crash?
No.
Oh, wait, I got
watch that shit.
What's up? What's up? I got a question. So, how long did they say the blade was? Was it like 3.5 inches, something like that?
It was like 3.5 to 4 inches.
Okay,
I think 3.5 was the state standard.
So this knife that I have is 3.5 inches. Just a comparison to my hand. Maybe not this wide, but that's 3.5 inch blade right there.
Yeah, that's legal.
Yeah, but that's what also went through his chest, if that's the case.
Yeah.
But I just looked up his autopsy report, and they did say on his autopsy that it had caused a 2-inch gaping hole into right where his heart was. It was 2 inches gaping.
2 inches wide?
I would imagine that's what they meaning. So
Holy
either
shit.
he was, as soon as Carmelo Anthony entered that into the heart, he was either turning it or it was just a quick stab. Because I don't think if you quickly stab someone, it's not going to be 2 inches. Now, if you're sitting there fucking twisting it in his chest, I would imagine probably, you're going to turn it into
He probably stabbed him sideways instead of straight. Like, you go straight. They did say it went in lateral, which means
he probably poked one way, and then whenever he was taking it out of his chest, he probably turned.
But the thing is, what they tried to defend, or well, not even defend. They said that when he pushed in the pushing motion, or he was about to push, that's when he poked him. So that's how it got lateral, because Austin was moving at the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
but you got a lot of movement when you try to stab somebody like that, though, because he's moving.
Do we also talk
towards
about how there's
Austin,
like coaches and
Austin's
stuff
moving.
there? And like none of the coaches said any word. Like they didn't say anything. They didn't like try to stop it, try to intervene between the two.
One of the coaches testified and said that he sent Austin to tell him to move, or he made him the captain of the tent, something like that. But normally it's not uncommon, again, for the coaches not to be up under the tent with the players or the athletes. It's not uncommon for that to happen.
These are young men at the end of the day. They're not a bunch of fucking infants.
it's not children.
I get
you know
that,
what I'm
but
saying?
like if you go to sports events, you'll see like even in the NFL, you see it. And like the players get in fights with each other, and you'll see the coaches and intervene and like push them away and be like, just back away, it's a game. You know, but I'm thinking,
but you got to look at this too.
So like the NFL and a track meet would be different, because if we're in the bleachers and the coaches on the track coaching somebody that might have been on track, yes, it was raining, but they are probably, so sometimes when it's raining and they're getting delays, the coaches are usually all in like one like area trying to see how they're going to go about it. They usually call the coaches like that.
Sorry about that if my radio went off.
Yeah, but I think the main disconnect between Carmelo Anthony supporters and Austin supporters right now is Carmelo supporters think that we're saying you can't defend yourself. I think Carmelo Anthony acted in self-defense, but he did not use the right amount of force when acting in self-defense. I think that's what people are misinterpreting. We're not saying that he had no right to defend himself. He acted in self-defense, but he did not use the right proportion of self-defense to defend himself.
Listen, are you guys forgetting that they had this whole thing set up? Like you had one guy distracting the coach, right? And you had the other two guys approaching him.
That was not true.
Well, how wasn't true if the coach ain't break it up?
Who said this?
No one seen anything.
Who said this? The purple guy with the glasses?
So y'all gotta let people talk too. Ain't no narrators in for y'all to mute certain people.
We're asking a question because you said don't forget, so we're asking where
after you talk and after you answer the question, let someone else go. Don't be greedy and take the whole floor up.
If you say something that's blatantly false, TikTok AI will flag my live for misinformation. I swear to God.
See, but you can't say it's false because TikTok don't even know if it's false.
TikTok will say it's false. TikTok, I don't get to tell
TikTok will say it's false though.
TikTok,
but we're asking you where did you get the information
from? Part of the media, man.
What is your source?
Anything that's rumored or hearsay and not even confirmed by TikTok, they will flag that shit.
Yeah, this came from Charleston White.
Like it flagged earlier for misinformation.
Charleston got more pull than all of us on this panel.
Man, Charleston White, you could buy Charleston White with the cheeseburger.
No. What I'm saying.
Charleston White also just
he flipped back to
let himself.
Side.
Yeah,
he's protected
he backed
in
himself
jail.
away.
He's protected in jail, which he was saying. You know, he got a guard in there that's watching over the guy. So nothing gonna happen to him and nothing. Even though it was a hit on him, I heard too. You know.
I saw a video of Charleston White stepping away from the Anthony family because of something to do with the GoFundMe or something like that.
He said that the daddy wanted the money. They raised $1 million. The daddy wanted the money to pay bills and buy a car.
Yeah, but
and that's wrong.
What's going on?
And that's
so
wrong.
Real quick,
they probably need to get.
They was a middle class family.
Yeah.
That's the situation right there that everybody's going. You hear this man being called.
You remember what I texted you about, bro?
Everybody keeps on saying that this young man is a thug, a 3.6 GPA thug.
No, he wasn't no thug, man.
In a suburban area, okay, and that's the situation. Everybody wants to keep it out of race and everything. I respect that, but I always state this too. We have to also understand people have seen and been in different situations. I used to be a bouncer. You know how many times, even in high school, I'm here in the South, somebody come across, say something to my sister, I stand up for her, 4 or 5 of their little buddies stand up behind them, and I'm the one that ends up in trouble because they want to get my face and touch somebody. It's the same situation. They were at that track meet. He didn't just stand up by himself. Stood up to, and when you start recognizing something going on, it's not just maybe they'll get moving.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
the situation again. Let's keep on saying that.
You're interpreting it how you would think. We're going off of what actually happened and what we interpret to be true based on what's been presented to us by witness testimony. Where we go wrong and where you've heard so many false narratives is people's pulling their own personal experiences and their own personal opinions into the facts of the case and intertwining the two.
Right. But that's what the jury does. And
I'll stand with you on this hill for a second. I'll stand with you on this hill for a second. We can think of 100 different scenarios, okay, where the result would have ended differently, correct? Where I mean, we could all probably agree that it wasn't Austin's place to go up to the tent and tell Karmelo to move. He should have gotten a coach or an event staffer to tell him to move.
Bro.
Just like it wasn't Austin's place to put his hands on Karmelo because he effed around and found out. Okay. Right. So, but at the same time, we can also probably all agree that if you have been told 15 times to move, that you should have been the bigger man and walk away. Don't turn your back on him, because I mean, you don't know what they're going to do the moment you turn your back on him. Keep your eyes on him. But he should have been the bigger man and walked away. Or he could have gotten a coach or an event staffer himself and say, hey, this person is bothering me. I'm trying to stay out of the rain. Can we do something about this? Now, this probably would have been a different story.
You let one person up.
Had Karmelo tried to walk away and Austin didn't let him walk away and kept antagonizing the situation.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. It was meant for him to
Slime. Hold on for a second.
We can think of 100 different scenarios.
Hold on. Let's keep this to the facts of the case or whatnot. Please don't ever, anybody, this isn't just directed towards Slime, but please don't come up here just bringing shit up and then using Charleston White as a fucking frame of reference. Now, if Charleston White said something in regards to the case and then gave a source, that's fine. But don't be like, well, Charleston White said it. He wasn't fucking there. Like, let's not do that shit, because then it's going to completely derail the conversation. And then just like Christian said, people are already putting their own like personal perspectives in regards to how things shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I'm saying? Outside of what actually happened. So let's not do this whole shit that like Slime just did. Like Slime, let's not do that. Okay, like just please don't do that.
White's probably the most unreliable source I've seen, because he flipped from Austin.
He will flip flop on your ass in a minute
for a cheeseburger. Like I said.
Yeah. So Christian, I know it's your lie, bro, but like if somebody does that shit and like I would say like what he did without bringing the source. Honestly, bro, I would just drop them. I'm not saying let's drop Slime, but you know what I'm saying? Because people already bring up these wild ass fucking like I guess like accusations already. Nothing that was even said in the case. So it's like let's stay away from that, because you're taking away from things of the case.
I'll leave that up to you, because I'm trying to wash a car right now, so I'll let you run this shit. If anyone brings some blatant misinformation or tries to derail it, you can drop them. You're the host right now. So I'm trusting you. I give you the mod powers for a reason. Butter, you as well. You help moderate the live. I do got to tell you about the Biz. He came up and he said, what's it called? He told me that my interpretation of Texas law is my clear bias. Whenever I told him that Karmelo did not qualify for self-defense under Texas law.
Listen, I would never take anybody who speaks in ambiguity serious. Like I said yesterday or the other day, I don't claim to be an intellectual. Far be it for me to claim to be somebody who has all the knowledge of the world. But outside of the information that we all have, which are things that we're discussing, he can never have a point to stand on and stick to it, right? Like Butter, she can understand things from both sides. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She actually stands on stuff like that, whatever, and says, hey, okay, well, this is my point. He fucking moves around, because once you start to like really pin down and like really start to like dig into his shit, Pause. You know what I'm saying? He moves the goalposts. I've been doing this dude for like the last 2 years, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? So, but let's not make up shit.
But I mean, anyway, so back to what, like, we could think of 100 different scenarios as to how the results of this altercation could have ended differently. In the end, okay, the evidence and testimonies presented in court are saying otherwise. Until more evidence is provided to combat the current evidence that's in the court system, it is what it is.
Right.
And yes, I do hope that there's a retrial. I hope his appeal goes through for a retrial, because I'd like to see more evidence, especially on Karmelo's side. Because, like I said, I'll be the first one to say it. If he did indeed act in self-defense, he needs to be acquitted, or at least have less time, a lot less time. Minimum. But like, in the end, he caused lethal harm onto somebody. It was, a heat of the moment situation. And I've heard this a million times. When someone puts your hands on you, you don't know how they're going to react. You're right. You don't. And that's why I could agree that Austin should not have put his hands on him. But at the same time, I could also agree that Austin shouldn't have opened his mouth, and Carmelo shouldn't have opened his mouth.
I don't think let Trap talk. Let Trap talk. I think everybody talk. Let Trap talk.
I was just asking the host if it's open panel. I don't want to be disrespectful.
The host's not here. I'm running it.
Yes.
But me and who?
Butter running it.
Butter.
In trouble.
Butter, how you want to do this? Open panel after everybody's been addressed?
Yeah, let Trap talk, and then we can go open panel.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I think she just stopped talking. I don't know if this is internet.
Yeah, go ahead, Trap. Dang. Is he beating on the mic? Trap, where you at?
Oh my God.
He on that damn Sprint phone.
Y'all can't hear me?
We can hear you now.
Girl, stop playing with me. You got that Metro PCS mobile Wi-Fi. Anyway,
okay.
So I think it's clear that 35 was an extremely lenient number. When we look at all of the facts, I don't know what y'all do and don't know, but me and my panel have been looking into this as if we were getting paid for it for the last 100 and something hours. So under Texas law, you can't get self-defense if you provoke someone. So I think a lot of people are conflating provocation with engagement. So there's a difference between the initiation of engagement, which means I come to you and I talk to you or I do something, and then the initiation of provocation, which means a rise in emotion, aggravation, some type of thing that can cause dissension or dispute. So the first provocation wouldn't be, can you get from under our tent, bro? The first sign of provocation would be, nah, I ain't going nowhere. Y'all some ussies, move me. Okay? So now you have provoked him, right? So now we got to take self-defense off. This is what people don't understand. We just saying things. Forget the weapon, bro. Don't even care. We just talking about regular law, judicial law, and how it works in Texas, right? So now we couldn't claim self-defense no matter what. Austin tells him, yo, I'm gonna need you to move. I ain't gonna tell you again. I'll beat that ass, right? He responds, you ain't gonna do nothing. Touch me, see what happens. Already has his hand in the bag. All of the testimonies, all of them, every witness corroborated the same story. At the same time of the push, there was a poke so quick, they didn't even see him get poked. All they seen him do was fall back, get up with a hole in his chest when he lifted his shirt. This is a shut and close case. I think the only reason certain evidence wasn't provided is because it would further incriminate him and take it from M1 to premeditated, which is capital. Anybody that knows anything about capital knows that would be a life sentence without parole. I do. So like, we can act like, okay, I'm a black man. I live in Philadelphia, very dangerous city. When I got jumped plenty of times, I've never responded by poking or pewing somebody, not once, because I understand that then my freedom is at risk. It has to be equivalent response or in threat of danger of your life. If they are not one of the two cases, you cannot get self-defense. So like I said, I'll rest here and say he got extremely lucky. God looked down on him, and most black people and white liberals are doing us a huge disservice by doing whatever they're doing on the internet, peeing on graves, trying to act like this dude is innocent, trying to act like the system is unjust. Like, this is disgusting, bro. I'm tired of seeing it. You shouldn't have been under the tent. He asked you to move. You didn't move. You pewed him. You thought you was in the hood, and you wasn't in the hood. And you gonna learn.
Also, can we please refrain from bringing up other cases that are in other states, because that's irrelevant. Somebody brought up child. Let's not do that again. First and foremost, the child case, the prosecution fucked up and filed the wrong charges. That's it. So for those charges to stick, the reason why he quote unquote got off was because the facts of the matter in regards to that case did not meet the set standard and or requirements for it to be considered murder. It was manslaughter. That's what the prosecution fucked up. Had they filed manslaughter charges, child would not have been found innocent or not guilty. You know what I'm saying? But because the prosecution itself fucked up and filed the wrong charges, they placed the wrong order and got the wrong shit. So now everybody's looking like, you know what I'm saying?
And not gonna lie, the judge offered him MS. I don't know if that's also information to the panel. The judge openly in court offered the jury MS for Karmelo, and they said no.
Bro,
So
they offered them a plea deal too, bro. They offered them a plea, bro.
Of course they did,
bro. And for the people who say they didn't even offer him a plea deal, bro. Every criminal case has a plea deal.
Not everyone.
Well, but
no.
okay.
But the majority of high-profile cases,
Yes. You do get a plea deal.
So I don't know if y'all
saying?
know, real quick, I'm just looking at comments because y'all are saying because he's 17, he couldn't get capital. At 17, you're legal in Texas, and it's a lot of motherfuckers down here getting capital. They said
why
they
do people
couldn't.
keep saying that? Why do they think he
Because
got charged
that's
as a kid and got 5 to 99? Like, are y'all slow?
That's the
Do y'all think
thing.
that's a kid charge?
They charge him as an adult. He could have got capital if they could prove
I
the
feel sorry
intent,
for
or
black people down
if they
here.
can prove pre-med.
Black people down south, man, they get
Taylor
smoked.
Parker. She
What are you
got
talking about?
served in death row right now for capital murder. I'm just saying, like, yeah, they're people. I mean,
You're saying wrong. I
people.
literally live in Texas, and you can 17. You're legal. you're legal.
Yeah.
The only reason they said that he didn't get it was because of his age, and because then they had to take that off and then see if they could prove it. They could not prove pre-med or intent, or he was not also doing another crime while committing this murder. So therefore, I just want y'all to really think about it.
Bro, who said
the
black people in down south getting smoked? That shit, like, y'all gotta really, like, y'all watch too many movies. Y'all watch too many movies if you think the south is
Hey, Hugh, my
you
friend
bunch
was
of black people.
No, what I mean by
At 17, you can't get the DP.
what I mean by getting smoked, because up here where I'm from, I live in Camden, New Jersey, bro. Ain't none of that going on up here. It's more of that going on down there. What I'm saying.
Hold on.
What going on, Slime? I live in Philly.
Come on. Hold on.
I know. I heard what you say, bro.
Bro, let's not act as if like Camden, New Jersey is like this safe ass area. Bro, I used to live not far from there. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's a dangerous area, bro.
Yeah,
ain't none of that happening up here.
So what's the point?
Ain't none of that happening up here, bro.
What are you talking? Okay,
no,
okay,
hold on. Ain't none of that happening. What it sound like? Ain't none of that happening.
Bro, stop it.
You like what
Slime,
it's
stop. Slime, stop.
Stop what? What I say wrong?
Hold on. Brother, stop. I'm trying to converse with you.
You said you used to live up here?
Yeah.
Where at?
I used to live over in like not far from Mantua.
From where?
Slime,
not far from Mantua.
Can you correlate?
What's Mantua? What's
Mantua
that?
Township, bro. Like
no, that's not Camden, bro.
Brother, why are you asking where he lives, and why is he substantiating it?
No, he used to live there.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He don't live there now.
Bro, stop it.
I
never said I lived in fucking Camden. I said
so why are you speaking on it then?
Brother, would you shut the fuck up so that way I can level
with
you?
Why don't you mute him, Hugh?
Why are you saying shut up like that?
Hold on.
Sound like you upset. Like this a conversation we having.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. However, you're not letting me engage in the conversation. What I'm trying to ask you is, what is worse? Like Camden being dangerous, or the perception of the South is dangerous for black folks? Or would you say that both of them are a problem? You're muted. Simon, mute yourself.
Let's get Fraud, because what?
All right. Well, he ain't saying that anyway. Go ahead. Go ahead, Fraud.
What's up? Let him speak. What's his name? Hughes?
Yes. Okay. So, would you say that Camden being dangerous, the South, like apparently having like a danger towards black people is a problem, or
It's more
would you say
racist.
that both of them is? What do you mean?
It's more racist down there than up here.
Prove it.
What you mean, prove it? You guys all
Okay, you know what? That's kind of irrelevant to what we're talking about.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Brody, whatever. Let's get the person up on the chat.
But I kept getting cut off. I wasn't trying to be rude to the host, but it's like we're
okay.
talking.
Slime, be quiet right now. Hugh, let Charles out because like what y'all going back and forth is irrelevant. Tomato. Go ahead, Fraud.
So I'm trying to figure out how you guys think he get charged with capital when Bill Worski himself said we can't charge this young man with capital because he was 17 at the time. He's protected by federal law, so they can't give him the DP.
Okay, so the thing is, in Texas, they probably gave him I don't know why they didn't and why he said
they can't.
Okay, I'm telling you, in the state of law, go look up.
Okay, so the prosecutor's wrong.
Okay,
the prosecutor said they can't charge him with it. They can't give him the DP.
Okay, he could be wrong, but however, I know somebody that's 17
for the case.
He could be like literally. I stay in Texas. I know somebody that's 17 and got the DP.
Got it. Sure. What's his name? Okay.
You can go look it up. You 17.
I asked what's your friend.
You can go and look it up.
I'm
not going to discuss a case with somebody that I know on a platform.
But
we can talk about public cases.
But I got you, Fraud.
Thank you.
Question, Fraud.
Got it.
If someone is charged with, let's say, M1, right? It could be a potential 5 to 99 years. Are you charging that child as a child?
You said they were 17?
Yes. No, I don't care. No, wait, 1 second. I didn't name an age, so let me not confuse you. Any minor, if they get 5 to 99 years attached to an M1, which has happened thousands and thousands on thousands.
You just said minor, so they're not considered an adult.
Okay, I didn't ask you that. So what was the rest of the question then? If you heard minor, let's see if you heard the rest of the question.
Okay, can they get 5 to 99 years? And what was the rest of the question? What are you talking about?
See, look at you. You listening to certain part. You should use that focus to the whole statement.
So usually if they're minor, they're pretty lenient. He's 17. He's
That's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you that. I said, okay, I'll ask Hugh because I don't think you have the comprehension skill. Okay,
got it, buddy. Because you guys were wrong that he can't get the DP.
I know, I got you. I got you. No problem.
He can get life in prison on capital though.
No. One question, Hugh.
No,
if you get
capital is DP.
Y'all can mute him. Y'all know that, right?
I'm over trying to roll up my bad. Sorry.
So, Hugh.
Capital in Texas is life without parole or DP.
Butter talks over me again. Y'all got it. I'll mute up.
Listen.
I'm sorry, Trap, because I was cutting it out anyway.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
I got a question.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. I was a little preoccupied. What's up?
I got a question.
I'm simply asking you, if a minor is charged with M1, right, which is correlated to 5 to 99 years if convicted, is that child being charged as a child ever?
All right, I'm tired of this conversation. Roper versus Roper.
Answer.
Hold on. Roper v. Simmons. You cannot charge a 17-year-old with capital murder and sentence him to death. Done. Case over.
Thank you.
None of those words for
Goodbye.
one.
Butter was wrong, and so was this guy above me.
You cannot sentence him to death, but you can sentence him with life without parole.
Bro, y'all not.
They can't charge him with capital because they can't give him the DP, sweetie.
Bro,
which is why they gave him
bro, y'all didn't get we didn't get no answer to the question. That's why we can't get no understanding in the room. Are we all trying to get the same understanding, or are we having 7 different conversations?
Go back to the case. I just want to make sure you guys understand you were wrong, so I'm happy the host said I was right.
How is that? No, what's irrelevant is who lives in Jersey. What's not irrelevant is if a charge can be charged as an adult. That's more relevant to the conversation. Do you agree? Do you agree or disagree?
I guess.
You guess. Girl, all right, y'all got it. Hey, Slime, emotions, right? This be crazy. Dog. You can't even ask a question and get it. All right, let me ask you this, Slime. Slime, if you are 15, Slime, and they are charging you with M1 5 to 99 years, are they charging you as a child or an adult?
As an adult.
Y'all are missing the point.
You're missing the whole point of why it said he can't get charged with capital, genius.
Thank you.
I just want you to go look it up online.
The host just read it to you and said you guys were wrong.
Okay. Who read it?
The host.
Okay, Hugh, can you go ahead and read the next statement where it says you can be charged with capital and be sentenced to life without parole?
Christian.
Silly.
Oh, Christian.
Silly.
Who's silly?
Whoever said they can't be charged because you're silly.
Oh
you're saying
my
anything.
God. Listen to what I said. You cannot be sentenced to death because of Rover versus Simmons.
But nobody was talking about that. We was
Yes,
talking
he
about
did.
capital.
That's what Thorne said.
I was
That's
correct.
what Thorne said.
They don't
You can
comprehend.
be charged with capital murder at the age of 17, but you cannot be sentenced to death.
He was talking about capital, bro.
Thank you. And
You're
in
still saying
Texas,
thank
that's
you.
DP.
No, it's not. You can get life
Bill
without
Worski,
parole.
hold on, sweetie. Bill Worski, the own guy who is the prosecution for the case, said we cannot charge Karmelo Anthony with capital.
And I'm
Texas
literally telling you the state law right now. I just read it. I read the same thing that Christian read. Go look it up. You can put, can you be charged with
Bill
capital
Worski,
from him?
the prosecutor, is wrong.
I'm
how they charge.
resetting. We got a restriction. We got a restriction. Come straight back. I'm coming back up.
White community. Y'all love putting y'all thin lips, thin Neanderthal lips on black people business, but don't hold white people accountable for nothing. Y'all just think they're just so innocent gods. Do y'all talk about that?
Oh, can I ask security a question? I want to know.
I want him to answer that question right quick. Do y'all talk about that in the white community? Because I could see if the white guy got the same sentence as Karmelo, and he should have got more sentence because he was premeditated, but he didn't. Karmelo did not try to intentionally poke Austin, but that YT guy did. Do y'all talk about that? Telling somebody, I don't know, go ask him. No, do y'all hold y'all people accountable?
Is that illegal? Oh, okay.
I'm pissed off when I'm mad. Like, I say incorrect terms sometimes, so don't mind me. But he know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Do y'all hold your people accountable?
We do. That's why we were glad to see that cop that blew away Massey go to jail like he should have. He spent the rest of his life.
And he still did not receive enough time. 20 years is not enough.
I agree.
He should
I
receive
agree.
life with no parole.
I hold everybody accountable.
No,
didn't get
that
enough time
officer
either.
intentionally tried to unalive that lady.
Amber Guyger
Karmelo
only got
didn't.
10 years, and she didn't take a deal.
Yeah, and just because
she unalived that man in his own apartment.
Just because some cases aren't adjudicated correctly and they don't get enough time doesn't mean we should always give everybody an incorrect amount of time and just give them a slap on the wrist when they've committed murder. Don't you agree?
There are only certain people who get slaps on the wrist, though.
35 years, though, when everybody else is getting much less time. So we do have an educator, and I'm not an educator, but I do substitute. Well, I have experience as a substitute teacher, right? And one of the things I do when I see situations developing because with these kids, and it's usually high school kids, not so much in middle school. I don't do middle school that much, but I did high school a lot, right? I would always tell the kids, hey, even if they were horse playing and just kind of playing around, I would always say, the first thing I say, hey, stop. Hey, everybody, stop what you're doing. Take your seats. Keep your hands to yourself. Now, if it got too far, if I thought it was going to get out of control and get to a physical altercation, what I would do is I literally would call, because I would call admin and say, hey, I need some monitors down here because I have a situation that's developing. And then on top of that, not only that, I would actually do a write-up and send it to the SRO and I never bother the principal because I know they're busy, but I would send it to at least one of the assistant principals and say, hey, look, this is the situation. This is what happened. This is what I did. This is what the outcome. Was on record. And the reason I do all of that stuff is that when I would be a substitute teacher, these kids, they would try to, if you're a substitute, they know I'm there for the day. They try me a little bit more than they would with their own instructor. But what I did was I would make sure the room was under control. And, especially if they talk back and did all this other crazy stuff, I would get them kids under control very quickly. And basically, kids will listen to adults when you actually establish those boundaries and do the stuff you're supposed to do as somebody that's in charge of that classroom. Because it's my responsibility to keep them safe. See, because if I don't do that, then I know I'm in trouble, the school's in trouble, but I did all of the stuff that I'm supposed to do. And it's very interesting that I'm hearing all of these people, because I'm listening to this nice lady's case, and then all these people are talking about, well, you went to the school, you talked to the instructors, you talked to the principals, and everybody's just kind of sitting on their ass and not letting stuff and not doing what they're supposed to do. Now, some people can say I'm doing too much, but because I'm not there every day, one of the things I try to do is help these kids out or these people out and say, hey, look, you have a official email record of the incident. So if something comes up, it's already been addressed. I don't like getting kids in trouble, and I try to save them from getting in trouble, but I do record the incident. So
that's good. That'll keep them from getting in more trouble later. That's good.
Just wondering if I'm doing all that, why can't everybody else do the same thing? And I'm only there for the day.
Because they don't want to. They don't want
I'm
to.
sure
They
if
don't
a
want.
coach
They
or
don't
a
want
teacher
to,
would have
and
saw this
because
happening, they would have got involved, But they, you didn't see everything all the time, I'm sure, and neither do these coaches.
and I'm not saying that that's not true, but when you're raising your kids, I don't know how anybody else raised their kids, but I don't play no games with mine. And I don't go for that because when you step out of this door, you represent me. I don't raise bullies. And I'll tell my kids in a heartbeat, if I find out you're bullying somebody, you're going to have to deal with me. And they don't want to do that. The problem is there in certain communities, there are no boundaries. And I will say that because I'm a Black woman living in the great state of Texas. And I can't tell you how many women of another color have come up to me and touched my hair or touched something on my body without asking me. There's a boundary issue. And I don't know if that's something that's not being taught at home, but I tell my kids all the time, don't be touching on people and keep your hands to yourself. I even with my the daycare babies that I have had to teach them, hey, you keep your hands off of other people. You do not touch people without their permission.
Of course.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's turn this around. Let's turn the scenario around. Everybody keep hollering about Karmelo should have rained. Okay, that particular day it was raining. You know how metal wet bleachers get. What if this boy had took off running and he had fell down them wet bleachers and hit his head on the side of them bleachers? And he either unalived himself or hurt himself very bad. What would they gonna say to Austin and Hunter? Would they have gave Austin and Hunter the same time?
Nope.
Thank you.
If he would have pushed him,
Well, he did run and he did fall down. He didn't hurt himself.
If he would have pushed him and Karmelo fell and hit his head, he would have not gotten the same time.
Nothing. Because once again, you must understand. Hold on. Once again, you must understand. This young man was told to go under the bleachers because it was going to rain. It was a storm coming. How I know? Because I live in Louisiana, and the rain, it was coming the same way it's coming through Dallas, the same way we're gonna come through Louisiana. You hollering about it was pouring down rain. This young man was told to go on the bleachers. Austin and Hunter should never been up on them bleachers. That was not their bleachers. That was not their business. I'm sick and tired of people always thinking that just because you are a certain color that you got the right to come and tell Black people what to do. No, you don't.
I don't know why he would need to run. If he was told to leave and he left, why would he need to run?
No,
he did not.
Why did he have to leave? Because
teenagers told him to leave. I didn't say that. You said if he left, if he decided to leave, he would. If he ran and fell, why would he need to run?
Because you got four big. This child, Karmelo, could have been 130 pounds wet at the most, and you got two big old boys. You got four big old boys over you, and you tell them leave me alone. But you
That's not what any of the witnesses said. Nobody said there was 4 boys. They said it was all
the witnesses lie all the time.
Come back. I'm finna let you bit, Clem.
Witnesses lie all the time.
Hold on, y'all. Let me hold on, y'all. Let me get the new panelists in. Antonio, what you got to say?
What's going on? It's free Melo till it's backwards. They said the whole case was all a setup. They the jury, the all 12 all white jury. His case is in one of the most racist counties in America. They were set up from the jump. We need a free Melo till it's backwards. And we're gonna win the appeal too. That's all I got.
Okay, go ahead, Dan, Steve. Dan.
I just joined in, so I'm kind of hearing everybody's thought, and then I'll touch back.
What you got to say about the Karmelo case?
If y'all not looking at y'all screen, I hope y'all looking at y'all screen.
It's like I'm on the fence. I'm for, like, I think justice was served, but at the same time, I do see some people's points as saying, like, yeah, what the guy said a minute ago, he's in a racist county, his stuff may have been set up, but, it's a tough one to talk about.
Okay, we can go back to open panel, y'all.
Yeah, it was a jump set. A jump set was had. They rigged that trial from the very start, from the very beginning with the video. They let the Metcalfs have that leverage, have that advantage.
You mean showing what happened on the video? I mean, is that their advantage? Is the truth?
No, them not showing the video. Why didn't they just release the film? Why wouldn't they release the footage? Why is it that the truth won't? No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
They
smoking on the Austin pack.
Ken
Paxton, who is our attorney general here.
We smoking
Ken
on the
Paxton,
Austin
who's
pack.
our attorney general here. He has put a gag on under the Texas law that the video is banned, so it can't be played anywhere.
We smoking on the Austin pack.
Because he already
No, we're not doing that. That's weird.
That looks like a cover up. See, look, he already saw the video. It looks like Austin and everybody else was doing more than what was said, and that's why they don't want the video out.
Yeah,
Are you saying the defense was not allowed to be played by the defense in court? The defense wasn't allowed to play the defense?
Yes. No, it was not. No, it was not. The video was only shown to the jurors. It was not shown to the court, which is something that never happens. That never happens.
The defense wasn't allowed to play the entire video to the jury?
And by the way, there are multiple videos. You know, a bunch of kids recorded.
That's not true.
Yes, sir.
It's true.
Carmelo,
So here's the thing. There was
17-year-old kid record everything.
Prior to this, on Instagram, there were a bunch of videos from the kids that happened that day. They have a Frisco match page on Instagram, and I noticed because my kids showed me. And they have one in every school. They're in all the schools. Prior to all of that happening and all of this coming out, they had videos of the scuffle that day. Now you can find them nowhere. You can't find any of the videos from that day anywhere. They're saying that when they confiscated phones, they didn't find anything on the phones. But that's not true because it was uploaded to Instagram. So I don't know why the defense did not subpoena the video.
Stop. That's a lie. That is a 100% lie. There was no videos posted on Instagram at all. There was not any. I need people to stop spreading this lie. There was not one video posted anywhere.
Records for last people that's talking about violent. White people are inherently racist and inherently violent, and that's what a problem.
Yeah, this is not a civil rights case, man. It's not a civil rights case.
Hey,
let up that Austin
Why is it not a civil rights case?
Let me ask.
This is about two boys that got in a fight. One of them killed the other one.
And we smoking that Austin pack.
Hold on, let me ask the question. Let me ask this quick question. Was it, and I'm not trying to put out misinformation, didn't they say that Austin and Hunter was already suspended from school and they weren't supposed to be there?
No. The coach had suspended them from the meet because they did not show, they left early and went fishing. So he suspended them from running. They weren't suspended from school. They weren't suspended from school. He just told them they were back on the
team. That's another lie.
Well, he didn't participate that day.
I'm not saying the coach told them they were suspended from that particular meet, which happens. Coaches do that. They'll tell kids like, hey, you
That's not true either.
didn't do this. You didn't show up to practice. You're not running. And that's what it was. It was the coach. It wasn't a school suspension. It was the coach.
Yeah, so him being at the meet wasn't the issue, and his coach said you're not going to participate, but his coach didn't tell him to go run around bullying people either.
Correct.
He didn't give him that instructions. I mean, it's very simple. For everybody, for some reason, can agree not to put your hands on other people, except for some reason, white people can't agree to that. Y'all want this idea or this privilege to run around touching other people, and then when it goes bad and it doesn't come out the way you want, now you want to whine and complain about it.
No, Austin was totally in the wrong. He should have been taken off the team, maybe expelled from school, but he didn't deserve to get his life taken because he put his hand on somebody's shoulder and grabbed somebody. Come on.
But you can't dictate to how somebody's going to respond to
well, the law can.
violent
That's why
towards them.
Carmelo's in jail. The law can.
Well, this is why we don't run around touching other people without permission and
That's why we have laws.
Yeah, this is why we smoking Austin.
It's going to come out. We can have a legitimate argument about what Karmelo did and whether or not it was intentional, unintentional, whether or not he feared for life and all this other stuff. We can even talk about punishment. What I'm telling you is that if you keep your hands to yourself, none of this happens.
Yeah, we
Well,
letting up that
that's
Austin
not true. He didn't. I don't care about that, dude. I don't care about Austin. I don't know Austin. I'm just talking about the law. So you think that gets to me? I don't give a damn about that kid.
Well, laws can be incorrect as well, though. There were laws that said that black people were not allowed to eat in places. There were laws that said black people were not allowed to ride the bus.
This ain't about civil rights,
laws
man.
can be incorrect as well.
Well, no. It is about that because.
Do you think the law? You think the law is incorrect to say you can't kill?
This is why black people cannot move forward. Y'all are still stuck on Jim Crow era racism. There's not nowhere in America that you go and it says blacks only or whites only. This is not the past. It is 2026. If you have everyone has the right to make money. Everyone has the right to be happy. Everyone has the right to start a business. Everyone has the right to start a family. No one's stopping you from anything. And the fact that these lame ass, whack ass people like you see on my screen right now, as long as these lame duck ass people keep pushing this narrative, y'all gonna stay stuck.
Somebody
on the line. Taking security. Hold on, security. Let me get Mark. Mark, how you feel about Karmelo?
Hi guys, I appreciate the time. I've been watching this case from the very start, and if anybody,
and no one trying to hear all that.
Does he want to talk?
Just go ahead and finish up. Go ahead, you got it. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. It comes down to a couple things, and there's been a lot of misinformation on the internet. Okay, the first thing is if anybody on this panel carries any kind of weapon or concealed weapon, for example, when you go for a concealed carry license, that when you go and maybe you go into a Walmart and maybe you get into an argument with somebody, okay? If that person decides, hey, you know what? I don't like the way you think, or I don't like your politics, and they push you, you just can't pull out your weapon and smoke them like salmon. We have laws and we have things you have to live by, and we live in a civil society, and that's something you just can't do, okay? And in our society, people don't understand that we have laws and each state has their own laws, and you can't compare cases. You go to these lives and everybody wants to compare the child case to this case, to that case, to the Rittenhouse case. Every case is different, first of all, and every case has its own facts, okay? And when you start looking at the facts of this specific case, okay, number one, Karmelo was suspended and wasn't supposed to be at that event because
that's a lie. Well, you know what? Your minute is
that's
up.
Not true.
That's a lie.
Yeah, bro.
That's not true. Pull up the source.
He's never been suspended.
People know he's never been suspended. Are we going to have a debate? Are we going to have a debate? I want everybody to go to their phones or their computer right now and type in, was Karmelo Anthony suspended prior to this event for carrying a weapon? I want everybody to do that right now and then come back.
I'm going to tell you what I know as an educator. He was not suspended. He was actually on the ledger. I'm asking you, not from what you think. I'm telling you, as somebody who's in Texas, in the Frisco area, on the ledger, Karmelo was listed as a runner. If you are suspended from school, you are not on the ledger to run, period.
Look it up, not by what you think. Look up by the fact.
So since they won't do it, I will do it. Yes, Karmelo Anthony was indeed here. Let me go ahead and pull this up so y'all can be able to see it. Yes, Karmelo Anthony was suspended from school for carrying a knife. He was reportedly in violation of the school suspension when he brought a weapon to a 2025 track meet and fatally said, yes, so he was suspended. He was definitely suspended from school.
Bring it.
I already did look it up. It's right in front of me.
Okay, so show us. Show us, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Austin supporter,
We
and I got
can't
to
hear
agree
you
with
when
you
you're on
guys on
Teacup.
that.
You
I
got to
mean,
show us. Turn
Hold
your
on,
camera
hold
on.
on,
Let's see
hold
what
on, hold
you're
on,
looking
hold
at.
on. Okay, all right, give me a request where I can pull something up and put it on the screen.
Your actual your point.
You can turn on your camera, sir.
Your point. So you get ready to have this issue about the weapon, right? That's what your issue is. So did you have an issue with Kyle Rittenhouse running around with a weapon or no? Was that okay? Was that where is he should not have been doing that?
Okay. Are we gonna go back to Kyle Rittenhouse? Okay, if we're gonna go back to Kyle Rittenhouse, Kyle Rittenhouse was being attacked by a mob of people. It's a completely different case with completely different facts.
Literally drove across state lines with a weapon underage.
Hypocrisy. You see, it's very easy.
Different circumstances.
If somebody say on this panel that Kyle Rittenhouse was shooting black people, I'm done.
Completely different. Comparing apples to oranges, guys.
Well, you
This
get ready to
happened in the
condemn-
city
you get ready to
complex that
condemn,
Frisco has
Karmelo
here.
for having a
So-
weapon, but you're not going to say anything about Rittenhouse having a weapon. Which, by the way,
about
what he did,
Kaysen?
he crossed state lines. He was underage when he had it. He did a whole bunch of things wrong. You don't have a problem with that, though.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not what happened. Kyle Rittenhouse did not cross state lines with the fucking weapon. Are these people this dumb? Kyle Rittenhouse did not shoot not one black person. None. The only people that Kyle Rittenhouse shot were people who were trying to kill him. Is that hard for everybody to understand? Kyle Rittenhouse did not take that gun across state lines. He only shot people that was trying to kill him. He was running away from a mob after a damn child molester tried to take the gun from him. And he was within every legal right to have that gun as long as he was around an adult, which he was prior to him getting separated from his group before they start tracking him down. Once the child molester noticed that Kyle Rittenhouse got separated from his group of adults, that's when he tried to kill him. He told him early in the night, I'm going to take that gun away from you and I'm going to kill you. And he tried to get police officers involved and they told him to move on. Exactly. I have black fatigue. I have nigger fatigue in specific.
How about
Rittenhouse was not at
screen. Let's get to 30K likes. Let's share the live. Follow your favorite panelists that make sense to you. Give them. Maybe they have their own platform going on. I'm not a hater. I like going on other people's platforms as well. Going to see what type of live that they be
Yes, indeed. I sure was in my man Mike Hollow stream. What up, though? Salute.
hosting. But yeah, follow your favorite panelists. Tap that screen.
He tried to argue the fact that these cases are different, but we can still say these are still self-defense cases, and the fact that.
Really quick, let me respond to this ignorant ass comment in the chat. He says, yes, please tell us all how white people are good and how black people are black, or how black people are bad. You have some bad white people, you have some bad black people. All niggas is bad. There's no such thing as a proper nigga. Nigga is bad. Niggas is bad. Niggas is terrible. Okay? And the fact that you don't know that there's a difference, there's a clear, distinct difference between niggas and black people, I have problems with your discernment, sir.
The three examples that we've shown the AR of. So that right there is already grounds for guilt as we speak.
I'm just only gonna address the TEA rules. So they were in a complex that is built by the city that the schools use in order to run track meets and have football games. It is a city-owned complex. It is not owned by the schools. So it was a school.
Somebody in the chat is asking, how do you support the show? You support the show by hitting the Cash App, which is $SELLYOULIGHT, or you can hit the PayPal, which is Butterfly Progressive. If you need the links in the chat, just request it.
All schools in Texas, and it's up.
He says, what was Carmelo Anthony's GPA? He had a very high GPA, but you know what? You got smart niggas, you got dumb niggas, you got slow niggas, you got fast niggas, you got retarded niggas, you got tall niggas, you got slow niggas, you got all kind of niggas. You got light niggas, you got bright niggas, you got dark niggas, you got blue niggas, you got red niggas, you got yellow niggas. Everybody can be a nigga. But when it comes to black people, there is a clear distinction between niggas and black people. He had a very high GPA. That does not excuse the fact that he murdered someone. Everyone's a good person before they make a bad decision, and that bad decision comes with consequences. And at the end of the day, for every action, there is an opposite reaction. And for every crime, there is a consequence. He killed someone, and the consequences is prison. Or even death, but he was 17 years old, so he gets prison. I think 35 was way too light. He's lucky he got 35. He could have got 50. He could have got 60. He could have got 70. He could have got 99. He's lucky to get 35 because you know what sentence Austin Metcalf have? He has death. That's the sentence that he has for touching a person. And if that is the grounds that y'all want to lay, if that is the law that y'all want to put in place for touching someone, y'all sound retarded as hell. You sound retarded as hell that someone should die for touching them, for pushing them. Look at Freedmaster in the chat says, if he had an all black jury, shit would have been different. Rick Child had a majority black jury. But you know what the problem is? You keep wanting race to be a factor in this case. It has nothing to do with this case. But since you need race to be a part of it, you need Carmelo Anthony to get off. That way you have now a hall pass and a permission slip to be able to kill white people. Thanks for letting us know about your racism. You says black people putting other black people down. No, I'm a black person who's calling out the inability for niggas to take accountability, and the fact that black people is defending niggas is a problem. The fact that you are in here right now trying to defend this 17-year-old nigga, this murderer, this hooligan is a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. That you can't accept that.
To 3 days. On his job and remove Carmelo, we would not have this unjust.
My thing is, why do white people have the nerve to tell people how to defend themselves when they have history of violence, when they have history of touching people without their consent, when they have history of doing inhumane things?
Gregory Cum Dump in the chat says all white jury. You don't have all the details that was kept out. He has never been in trouble. And what the fuck that got to do with anything? And it was not an all white jury. We already heard the DA and the damn judge give a damn interview saying that it was not an all white jury. Hell, as a matter of fact, the people who even support Carmelo says that it was not an all white jury. It was a very mixed, diverse group of people on that jury. It just happened to be that there was no black people. And why is that? It's because they're the ones that opted out. How did they opt out? Because they showed their bias. You can't show your racism on a damn a jury selection. You can't show your bias on a jury selection. You can't show your contempt on a jury selection. So at the end of the day, guess what? Cry harder. Maybe black people should understand how the system works. And since they don't understand how the system works, niggas is be the biggest complainers of how the system works. You know why? Because niggas keep finding their way into the damn system, but they keep on depending on the system to get this boy off. How do you depend on a so-called racist system if you already say that the system is racist? It sounds like to me like you just want a little nigga to get free for killing a white boy. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop it. Y'all have to stop. Y'all have to stop. Y'all don't know how the system works.
They got history of
black race in America. He insulted all black America. He started talking about the culture. He started talking about fatherlessness. He started talking about criminality. All the stuff, by the way, all the stuff that they have in their race over there too, by the way. All the issues and problems that he was talking about as it relates to black people, he has the exact same problems. Not only that, he's not even being a good father.
What?
So he didn't teach his boys the basic, responsibility of keeping your hands to yourself. Like this is what we're talking about when we talk about.
No, he didn't.
If that is the measurement that you can have about Jeff Metcalf, what did Drew Anthony teach Karmelo? Apparently, he didn't teach him any type of de-escalation tactics. He didn't teach him any type of self-awareness.
Not even in the house with his kids. It's crazy work to me. They don't even live in the same place that was insane for you to say, sir. You're not even there. You hadn't been in the same household with them since they were 7 and 8 years old.
Yeah, fishing and hunting is not the same thing as teaching your kids life lessons. They could have gone without the fishing lesson. They could have gone without the hunting lessons. But you know what? Keeping your hands to yourself, that would have been a better life lesson. All right. And then once they learn those lessons, now you can go hunting and fishing and do all the other fun stuff. That's what all the other black parents do.
They don't look at young black men as kids, or they look at them as adults.
No, y'all black people, niggas, y'all the ones that make young black men look like adults. Y'all the ones that treat them like adults. And y'all do the same thing with y'all young black women. Look how y'all dress them up for prom. Y'all literally send out your girls, your young girls on prom night with condoms, and you dress them up in the most scantily cladded outfit that you can find. You put on thousands of pounds of makeup and fake hair, jewelry. You give the boys a very expensive car, and you put them in a suit. You treat them like they're grown. How can you complain when you're the one that's treating them like that? Come on, man.
Look how they did Cyrus. Those ones, their own banks. And when we did, look at what white people did. Went over there, invading our space, BOMB, every damn thing, unaliving our people, burning it down.
And y'all trying to justify the murder of a young man by a nigga.
When people was minding their own business, y'all came capturing people, graping them, unaliving them,
You're talking about the past.
So white people should be the last people. Y'all love being in black people business.
And there's the racism.
And what be pissing me?
Listen, this is the racism I'm telling y'all about.
Own people accountable. We just not gonna do it in front of you guys, so you guys can get a good awe off of it, so you guys can get a pleasure off of it.
Didn't I tell y'all that this is where they meet up to discuss their racism?
That our people do to each other. I see protests that people have of the unalivings in our communities. So please mix me with that. But y'all don't. Y'all don't be focused on the unalivings that your people do. Y'all be so focused on black people always.
And black people don't care about black crime. Y'all don't. If y'all cared about so much black crime, how come y'all not this gung-ho when a black person kills a black person or when a black person kills a kid? What are y'all talking about?
The biggest thing, people have to do this where they go, well, we don't like black people because of the crime. Now, okay, so when you look at the crime as it relates to the white race.
Leroy says if a 6'2" black boy told a 5'7" white boy to leave, then approached the white boy, you say the black boy was a bully. I can't with y'all, not today.
None of the rest are from the white race. But meanwhile, the only thing you hear them talk about is what black people are doing. And oh, by the way, over 50% of the violent crimes from that same report is related to them. Over 50% of the violent crimes. What they did was...
And our people are still being strange fruited. Our people are still being strange fruited to this day, being put in trees. Listen.
When's the last time a fucking lynching happened? What is she talking about? Are people still being strange fruited to these days? Ma'am, what the fuck? No, there is no lynchings happening. When's the last time you seen a black person swinging from the fucking tree? If you really want to know the goddamn history, why do you think they call it barbecuing? Because what they would do is they would find a black person, they would lynch them, and they would have a damn cookout, and they would bring the kids, and they would be having a goddamn party while the black person is struggling to death on the rope. But black people love to barbecue.
Well,
Wait a minute. Take your shoes off or you're in somebody's house. Randall, what's your age and race?
My bad. 21. I'm black.
Why are you playing?
Well, I am black, but I'm biracially black.
So is that you in your profile picture?
Yes.
So racism biological is based off phenotype. So you would present as a white T-boy.
So now he's white, even though he's black in his profile picture.
I'm not trying to confuse nobody, but I'm just here to say Austin Bob. You feel me?
Thank you, Keith, for coming. You're always welcome back. What's your thought?
Yes, Leroy, I agree with you. Children don't have authority over other. Children don't have authority over other children. Only adults. But you know what? Also, children don't have the right to murder children. Adults don't have the right to murder adults. And if you murder someone, there's a consequence for your action. Would you agree or disagree?
Like, what could bring someone to that point? You know, like he's acting like
He's racist. Why is that so hard to believe? He is a racist.
That's true. I know. He's just
Big
acting
time
like
racist.
Brandon, let me help you out with something. So, because I always get this very simple example. In 2015, Dylan Roof went into a church in South Carolina. He took the lives of 9 of the nicest black people he could find, right? You know what those families didn't do? They didn't get online or they didn't go on TV and start talking about the entire white race and how bad white people are. They didn't start saying negative things about white people as a collective. They even forgave that dude as Christians, right? And this is what Jeff Metcalf didn't do, but he's calling himself a Christian. Now, I don't like those people did that. I don't like that other people did that. That's their choice. I'm not that good a Christian. That's not my form of Christianity. But what I'm telling you is that they didn't do what he did. So that would be the difference. He went on live and he went on a 3-hour rant and tirade about black people, the entire black race. He insulted the Anthony family. On top of that, he's been bullying them for an entire year. He's been sending them emails, hitting them on their Instagram, doing all kinds of hitting them on social media, and they've been asking him to stop. So where those two boys got that bullying from was directly from their father. Where they got this racism was directly from the father. So
look at Leroy do everything except answer the question. Leroy says Austin was the bully who broke his own father's collarbone. Now I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat because this ignorant nigga is just being a nigga. What the fuck? Why the fuck are niggas trying to put Austin on trial? He's not the one that's on trial. Austin is dead. He was slain. He was killed by Karmelo. So my question to y'all in the chat is, why in the hell are y'all worried about the past of Austin? That has nothing to do with it. So what if he broke his father's collarbone? That has nothing to do with the situation. Did Karmelo stab Austin because Austin pushed him? That's the only question that you need to answer. And if you can't answer that question, that lets me know that you are racist. It's a simple question to answer, and he's guilty of it. Easy. Look, Leroy says he came after Melo, so yes. Okay, cool. So now let me ask you this question. He came after Melo by pushing him. Should lethal force be used against non-lethal force? It's a simple answer. The answer is no. You cannot use lethal force against non-lethal force. And mind you, I have not introduced any race into this question. I'm just simply asking a question. You cannot utilize lethal force to non-lethal force. Only if you're trying to tell me that the white man's push is that much more deadlier than perception. Look at Leroy. He says yes if Austin knew jujitsu. And Karmelo was a damn captain of a football team. That does not help your answer, sir. Dumbass. So what the fuck? I can't stand you niggas. You know what? Here, let me help your feelings out. Maybe this will help your feelings. one more. I got one more for you. This is for all of you Karmelo supporters and all of you niggas that just need Karmelo to get off. I got a movie trailer for you, brought to you by Disney. This movie will be out next year.
That one. It started with one watermelon.
He moved too fast.
Then the city noticed. No powers. No reason. Just practice.
He's not training. He's escalating.
And he was getting faster. They laughed at the mask. Then they saw the knife. He is not a hero. He is a felony waiting to happen.
They picked the wrong fruit.
The Watermelon Felon movie is coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. And also, shout out to TK for hitting the Cash App. Greatly appreciate you, big homie. Let me go ahead and give you a quick celebration right quick for supporting the show.
Here's Charlie Wilson.
Can I get to the games? Sweet games. Show me where. 'Cause I got bills to pay. Can I get to the games?
Okay, now, one last thing before we boot Leroy out the chat. He says, at least Melo will be here next year. And that lets me know that you are a racist piece of shit and fuck you. And you just love the fact that a nigga killed a white boy. And that's what you just want to do. Let me go ahead and get you up out the chat, big homie.
Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet, nigga.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air. How could his hands do this? Oh, someone get him out the air.
All right, now back to today's show.
One of the black jurors, two of them were educators, and one of them said that he couldn't be impartial.
And there was a white educator there too. Why didn't they remove her?
There wasn't a white educator on the jury.
Yes, there was. There was.
Yep, we all know that. Everybody knows.
Wait, who was the white educator on the tree?
You, neither do you.
And I'm an educator as well. Black or white people should.
1 second, y'all. 1 second. Let me get on the new
Shouldn't talk
panelist. Go ahead,
racist.
Polo. Hush.
So I had a question for Knight. I want to
Who was the white educator?
say you have to be in fear for your life to use deadly force.
Yeah, you can find this in Texas's self-defense laws.
You have to be in fear for your life. Can you pull that up?
No, it's not. If it's that the response has to be proportional. So a stab is not proportional to a shove.
Two people against one is not proportional, and the weight difference is not.
Didn't have
the
a
weight
weapon and
difference
didn't
is not
and did
proportional.
nothing other than push him.
Was outnumbered. Period. What do you
That
mean
doesn't matter.
so?
So
Yes, it
That doesn't matter. Nobody else is
Yes,
attacking him.
it does.
That's why we
Nobody else
smoking on that
attacked him.
outside.
That
That's
doesn't
why we
matter.
smoking on that
And he
outside.
could
And
have
they
just
would
left,
have
and he
as
didn't.
soon as Carmelo would have put his hands back on that boy, the rest of them were going to jump on him.
How do you know that?
Hold on, y'all.
White people, that's
Hold on,
why.
y'all.
History, honey.
Hold on, y'all.
History.
Hold on.
History, you know that because of history.
Hold on. Let me get.
Don't you
LaShawn
understand that
here.
that's like a totally ridiculous argument?
LaShawn, go ahead right quick. And then I seen Jules had been raising her hand for a minute. I'm gonna give her a timer, and then we can get to open panel. Go ahead, LaShawn.
How y'all doing? By me doing my research on this case, I feel that Karmelo was justified in what he did. Because if you's outnumbered with a bunch of people around you and running up 5 bleachers to get to you and tell you where you cannot be, you gotta do what you gotta do. And his punishments was by any means necessary. His punishment is too harsh. I don't think he went out there that day and that was his plans to unalive somebody. I just don't. And everybody is giving these Metcalf boys passes. Like it was okay for them to go bother this young man. You should have left him alone. You would have went home and he would have went home. It's just
Man, you
sad.
say fuck that boy.
And looking at the dad, that proves I can imagine how they was.
Exactly. Amanda, go ahead, Amanda, and then I'm gonna let Jules go. Go ahead, Amanda.
Hi. I don't think his punishment fit his crime. I think that it is appalling that George Floyd's murderer only got 22 years and he could be.
You gotta say smarter, Amanda.
What was that?
Murder unaliving.
Oh, okay. That George Floyd's unaliver got 22 years and that Breonna Taylor's unaliver got 0 years.
Is this bitch dumb?
Massey's unaliver got 22 and a half years. And I think that those cases were way more violent.
Is this bitch dumb?
Were backed by this.
Crackhead Floyd overdosed.
Is way worse than somebody standing up to a bully and defending themselves when they feel like.
There is no proof that Austin was a bully.
For awful for the Black community and Karmelo's family.
Is she crying?
Okay, go ahead, Jules. I'm gonna give you time.
Thanks, Amanda and HR for coming with the receipts. When something is wrong with you and you go to the doctor and he says, you know what, it's looking really bad for you. You ask him, what are my chances? And I'm sure that's what happened with Karmelo and his attorney. His attorney would have to tell him, your chances are very low of winning. And the reason is there is data. Tech is one, and I said this before, has a very, very high disparity in these type of cases, very high. They're in the top 10 of racist states, especially in the judicial system. You can look at the numbers. You don't stand a chance.
I just want to point this out to y'all. For everybody who's been listening to me talk about this case for the last year, for people who have witnessed the arguments that I have been in for the last year, dealing with delusional, dumbass, retarded people, I want everybody in this live to know this is where they get their information from. It's from TikTok. It is a gathering of dumbass people who are willfully ignorant and racist. This is where they get their information from.
Here she will throw boiling water at me. However, he shot her as she was going.
Charles in the chat says, you are spreading misinformation. You are spreading hurtful and harmful misinformation. George Floyd did not overdose. And you just heard how Austin was a bully and you disregarded that information. Yes, Austin Metcalf was not a bully, and George Floyd's autopsy and chemical screen, his chemical back. What do you call it? The toxology. What is it called? Come on, y'all help me out. The drug report, like when you die, you get the autopsy report and then you get a drug screen. The drug screen came back. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and make sure I got this right. He had a fist full of fentanyl in his system. Big Bad Bull, big supporter of the motherfucking channel. Let me go ahead and give Big Bad Bull the motherfucking explosion. That wasn't good enough. Let me go ahead and give it to him again. Big Bad Bull, one of the baddest moderators in the motherfucking space, he says, both were equally wrong. Unfortunately, Austin's punishment was a loss of life, while Karmelo is only getting 35 years. How could anyone deem Karmelo's sentence unfair? Exactly. Even if Karmelo would have gotten 99 years, at least he would still be here for 99 more years. What's unfair is that Austin Metcalf is dead because this motherfucker, this nigga, murdered him.
Case has to do with what Karmelo thought. That's what the case was based on. Did the jury believe he feared for his life?
Well, maybe Karmelo should have got his black ass on that fucking stand, ma'am.
Poker only went in 2 inches, even though the poker was 3 inches long. Is that a jab? Did we explore? Did the boy kind of sort of run into the poker. The other fact of the case is Karmelo didn't run. It seemed like there's an issue around the running, but it was established he was not trying to get away. I think they were either chasing him or whatever, and he even said, I did it, and he even seemed to be surprised at what happened. So sometimes your intention always matters, because are you trying to...
Charles says the toxicology report showed he had it in his system. Yes, and the amount that was in his system was enough to take down a fucking elephant. So you really want me to believe that this motherfucker did not overdose? I'm sorry. Fentanyl is strong as hell. You only need about the size of a rice, a grain of rice. That's all you need. And this motherfucker had enough in his stomach to take down an elephant. I'm not accepting that. Sorry, no. Not accepting it under no circumstance whatsoever.
In a legal sense, as to why he has been sentenced to 35 years versus an emotional stance. So clearly the legal has a stronger point, but I just want to hear the emotional, because I disagree with 35 years, but I just want to hear other standpoints.
Why would you care about the emotions?
Agree with that too. And that's why I said I believe that was apparently emotions, right? That's what I think personally, right? But everybody got their own opinion. But I think that was emotional. Everything was emotional, right? Because the case legally, like you said, or whoever that was, didn't make sense at all. I don't think the prosecution proved anything.
The prosecution proved this case that Karmelo was the aggressor. That was the whole point. He was the aggressor. He was the provocateur. He's the one that brought the goddamn knife to the goddamn track meet, and he used that knife to stab Austin Metcalf. What?
Time. But I think the 35 years since it was very harsh, and the murder charge, no. That was involuntary manslaughter. I didn't mean to do that. That's like somebody going and you driving a car and I hit a road bump and I hit somebody in the car and boom, and another person dies.
What was the question?
I ain't mean to do that. Bro, I did not mean to do that. Okay, but the person died. God, Jesus, help me, Lord. Help me, Jesus. I ain't mean to do that. That's what I'm talking about. That's the only thing.
Can you repeat the question again?
Oh, by the way, we up to 38,559 subscribers. Everybody, please make sure you take the time to subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated.
What was the question? Yeah.
Okay, so I was asking, based off the Karmelo Anthony case, off a legal defense, how would that be validated versus emotional?
What the fuck? Who cares about the emotions?
Like from a legal stance in his whole case versus emotional.
I think the whole thing was emotional. I think the whole thing was emotional, motivated based off of the number of years they gave him. I think it's based.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I think it was based off emotional intent, but based off the amount of years they gave him. I think it was very emotional, more so than legal. As far as giving them, looking at it from a legal standpoint. And the answer, what's it, Joy? You asked her, you think it was intentional or not? I don't think it was intentional, because he warned them. He told them, "Don't touch me." I mean, you don't go to a bear and poke a bear if he's not in the cage. Do you?
Hello. Please.
Do you? Because I don't think it's intentional just because he went in the backpack. He warned them. He told them, "Do not touch me. Do not." They touched him. So I'm got the results of not following directions. Everybody know how to follow directions. Everybody teaches us that. That's like human nature, following directions.
At the end of the day, you're taught as a child not to kick, spit, and throw. You're taught, let a person talk. If they put their hands on you, then you have the right to defend yourself. But if you brought your ass, I'm an 80s baby, you brought your ass home suspended from school because you to jump up and hit a person because they said some shit you didn't like, you got the shit beat out you by your mama. I appreciate that ass whooping because it made me understand boundaries. It made me understand respect people's personal space. So we're missing the whole trajectory that someone's personal space was violated, and that's just that. And I sympathize with the family. I get that. And I had sympathy and empathy at first. But when the father opened his thirst trap, that turned all that into unconsumed doubt.
Get him.
I yield the floor.
Miss Cynthia, I have one question.
And me personally, I feel like we would not be having this conversation if Austin would have kept his hands to himself.
I agree with
That's
that.
100% right.
Boom. That's true. There you go.
Facts.
But Miss Cynthia, I have one question.
They're not going to do that because they feel entitled.
But when they threw
The
that
only
backpack
reason
out,
why
he
we
went and
having
got
this
it.
conversation right now is because he couldn't keep his hands to himself. He wanted to play Big Bad Wolf. He fucked around. He found out. Now, because he wanted to play Big Bad Wolf and he fucked around and found out, he's 6 feet under and Carmelo serving 35 years.
Yeah, but my point of it
Miss
is,
Cynthia, can I ask you a question? I'm sorry. If y'all want to talk, I'll ask her later. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead.
No problem, beloved. Go ahead, baby.
Now, the only thing I want to say though is
and
again,
vibes. I'm sorry for my language.
That's all right.
No disrespect to the lady right now.
Go ahead, Joey. Yeah, again, the only thing I want to keep saying though, when he threw his backpack out from the tent and he walked out from the tent, got his backpack, came back into the tent, reached inside and said, "Touch me and see what happens." Again, that was his exit. He wasn't backed into a corner. He wasn't surrounded. He actually left the tent to get his backpack, came back into the tent, and that's where I think that's where the jury looked at it. Wait a second, he wasn't backed into the wall. He could have just picked up his backpack, went and got a coach, went under the tunnel. That was his exit. When he picked the backpack up and came back into the tent, reached inside, he had to unfold that pokey and sit there and say,
hold on.
Okay,
I want
now,
to
say this real quick.
I want to add to that. I want to add to that. Can I add
Let
to
me say this
that?
real quick to your
that's what's in
question.
the testimony. 21 witnesses.
That's
All
Hold
them
on.
lies. Okay.
Can I rebuttal?
Okay, it's all right.
That boy. Man, look. Hey, just know. Can I add to that? Let me add to that.
One more thing. 21 witnesses, asked 15 times to leave the tent.
21 liars.
Okay, wait, so everyone's a liar, but what I'm trying to get at, even the defensive witnesses said the same thing.
But look at this. Let me say this real quick.
Can I add?
Where's that tent located at? Where's that tent located at? Where's that tent located at?
Pardon me?
Where was the tent located?
Who's located?
Joey,
On school property, right? On school property, right?
One at a time.
So he wasn't in his house.
One at a
He wasn't in
time.
his house.
You can't overtalk each other. I need y'all
Okay,
one
so
at
he
a
wasn't.
time
The boy
respectfully.
Karmelo was not
Check
in
that screen as
the
well
other
while
boy's
you're doing
house.
it.
He wasn't in his house, right? He wasn't in his house. That was on school property. You can't force that boy to leave that tent because it's not on school property. It's not nobody's property.
It's a school
property.
event.
Yeah, school property though. Karmelo wasn't in his house, so he wasn't breaking any rules being in that tent. He don't have to pack up. See, that's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, look, respectfully, that's the thing with you guys, man. Y'all so entitled to think that y'all control everything.
Can I add
That's
to
the
that?
problem. That's the problem right there.
I have not
You
spoken
control
yet.
everything. You think you privileged. You think you got. And I'm not doing emotional. I'm just saying. Listen to me real quick. You think you control everything. Y'all think y'all got these white privileges, and y'all think y'all can do whatever
This
y'all
has
want
nothing
to
to do with being
Y'all
white.
think y'all can control stuff, the narrative of everything.
No, this
That's
is
the
not
problem.
Right, let me add to that.
That's
Can
the
I
problem
talk?
right there.
Can I rebuttal that?
Can I please
Is it-
talk? I hadn't even answered Joey's question at all.
Go ahead. Now rebuttal him in a second.
All right, thank you.
Dude,
So
right.
I agree on both standpoints, and I feel like that brings it back to what I fully agree is that both parties are in the wrong. So we have one kid that was incredibly entitled, and then you had another one that was just too prideful. Because just hear me out. Yes, the tent is you can sit whatever you want to sit. I get that part. He didn't have to leave. I get that. But at the same time, I feel as though from a pride standpoint, he went back and sat down off of pride because he could have left too. Now the entitlement, hold on. Can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear it.
Now, the entitlement on Austin was incredibly. It was a lot of entitlement too, because he should have kept his hands to himself. I feel like all in all, the real problem and the real root to this problem is just a parent issue. People are not teaching values to their kids. Yeah, that's what it is.
Are you familiar with the
People
Rosa
are not
Parks?
teaching values to their kids.
You got kids?
Because why?
Do you have kids?
Because why is your kid?
No, you don't.
Why is your kid? No. Does he not?
Are you
Why is your
familiar?
kid thinking that he is entitled enough to put hands on people? And
No.
why is your other kid?
You talking about
Is he not?
You said this face, you 25 years old, boy.
Right.
No, you don't have no kids. You don't have a family. I do. I got two
But
kids.
I'm just saying though, but that's what it is.
No. When you get kids and you tell me what's up.
That's what it
Until
is.
then, be quiet. Because
That's what it is, though. So that's the thing. You're getting emotional. You're getting emotional.
Are anybody
No,
you
going by your 25 years experience.
No, you're getting emotional.
I'm 45 years old, boy. You ain't been there.
You're getting emotional. Why are you getting emotional?
Can I intervene real quick?
That's what y'all do. Y'all do this emotional stuff.
You are getting emotional.
Can I intervene real quick? So, are anybody familiar with the Rosa Parks situation? Everybody familiar with Rosa Parks? The reason why she sat down on the bus and didn't get up and move.
Yep, I am.
That's the same situation going on with that tent. He wanted to get up and move because he felt like he was privileged. And it's the thing with white people. Y'all feel like y'all run everything and y'all privileged. And y'all can tell people what to do.
Get on, Tony.
That tent did not belong to anybody but the school.
Get on,
It was school property. He did not have to leave that tent. That boy didn't have no right to touch that young man. Make him leave no tent. He didn't have to walk away from nothing. They should have left that boy alone. If they would have left him alone to get a coach or a higher authority or teacher, we would not be having this conversation. He would be doing 35 years, and the other boy would be still alive at home with his family too. Stop trying to sit here and make it look like a nigga.
All right.
Or wait. I'm getting a little emotional. Let me come down. Stop trying to make it look like black folks always got to make it move out the way for y'all. We tired of moving. We ain't finna move out the way for y'all no more. We tired of that bullshit.
Okay, Tony,
so
and
pretty
just
much
no,
he
I have
went back
one
and sat
question
down
for
and
you.
stabbed a person and went back and sit in prison right now.
Can I rebuttal that? So here's my question. You said,
and it's just a cycle. It's a cycle.
Well, no, the thing is, he said white people have, no, like I said, I was a team captain. I've removed many people from their tent. Doesn't matter what color you are. If you're from a different school, it's always been a rule. Again, our personal belongings are there. They're trying to eliminate conflict. So again, I was a team captain. I was always my coach. Make sure I got this. If I'm inside the tent, if I'm not there, this other team captain takes care of it. I've removed many people from underneath our tent. It's always been
respectfully, sir. That's bullshit. Yeah. Respectfully, sir. That's bullshit, sir.
That's fine, sir.
That's bullshit.
That's
bullshit.
Okay, can I speak?
That's bullshit. Respectfully. That's bullshit. I'm just gonna be honest with you, sir. I mean to cut you off. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not a disrespectful person. I love everybody. But that is bullshit. That probably belongs to the school. Point blank period. That tent belongs to the school. He have no authority to say anything to that other kid.
Thank you.
He's a kid too. These are athletes too. He have no authority to say nothing to that kid.
Thank you.
Period. Okay, let me tell you.
And now, due to that, he's sitting in prison 30 plus years.
He should have went and got an adult.
And you getting by.
He's a kid. He should have went and got an adult. He not 10. He won't leave. Then the coach would have dealt with it, and it would have been squashed. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Both kids should have gotten the dog.
Both of them. Karmelo, because I'm gonna tell you right now, Karmelo is not gonna pull that poker out on an adult.
Well, the point I made, you're right.
These boys was big as hell. Them boys big as shit.
If an adult would have got involved,
I gotta defend myself at all cases.
If an adult would have got involved, it would have been no problem.
What Karmelo would have said? And the finger seven all okay when he Vargas when he hit that boy, you know the finger seven all time. Okay, so you go to 7-Eleven, like I said, a Winn-Dixie, Publix, Walmart, and somebody coming to you, what you gonna do? Oh, and they want to hit you, you gonna hit them back?
And I'm pretty sure
we're not talking about a public event. We're not
pretty sure
we're talking about a school event.
I'm pretty sure those kids had prior. I'm pretty sure those kids had prior confrontation before. I'm pretty sure those kids had prior issues before. I'm pretty sure that other kids
said they know each other.
Bullying that boy.
I heard
they said they know each other. I don't know. I'm just
Boz, what do you think about that question?
Because I go off based off events. I've been to school too. I've been a kid in school too. I know when I'm being bullied, I have to take the action to deal with it.
Yeah.
If I'm being bullied.
Who haven't been bullied?
The difference between me and Karmelo is I'm a bad motherfucker. That's the difference between me and Karmelo. I don't need no gun, no poker to whoop motherfucker ass. I've been whooping ass since I was 5 years old. I don't need a poker. That's the difference between me and him. I would have whooped both their asses.
Right.
Point blank period, without a poker.
Right.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And that's cool. So, but Karmelo isn't. He stabbed somebody. So, he's sitting in prison 30 plus
I'm
years.
gonna get away from y'all stupid ass motherfuckers. I'm trying to get away from y'all. Leave me the fuck alone.
But he went back to the tent, so he wasn't trying to get away.
Okay, so does that mean he's guilty?
Yes.
I mean,
wow. Okay, so all right, so whoever said yes, so you go to the store right now. Go to the store right now, and you shove somebody, right? You shove somebody at the gas station. You shove somebody and see what they do to you. You don't know what they're gonna do, and now they guilty because they might stab your ass. What you gonna do?
But man, Miss Vi.
Keep it real, dog. No, you want to keep it 100, nigga. Keep it real, bro. What you gonna do? Oh, you gonna walk away? You gonna get in your car? Oh, he stabbed me. I'm going to the urgent care.
I'm gonna walk away because a shove is not gonna make me that mad. I'm mature. I'm gonna walk away. It's a shove. Who cares? Who cares?
Oh, why you on this panel then?
I'm just saying.
No, you're not saying nothing
man.
to me.
That's the problem. We're getting too emotional.
That is the problem.
We get too emotional, man. He could have walked.
No, emotional my ass.
He could have stayed, but he also could have walked.
Well,
and that was the outcome. That's all it was.
You are the problem.
Both.
Oh, this face, right? You're 25 and you don't know the hell going on.
He's emotional, y'all. He's getting emotional.
No,
he keeps referring to my age. He keeps referring to my age, but he doesn't understand that I'm right. I am. I'm right.
What? I don't
We
understand
got two
what.
kids.
Please
that
tell
are
me
in
what
the
I don't
wrong.
understand.
Two of them in the wrong.
Okay, but I ain't saying I'm in the wrong. I'm just letting you know. So
now the charge was excessive. It was.
Okay.
I will agree on that. The charge was incredibly excessive. It should not have been 30 plus years.
Okay. So what would be the penalty for you? Please tell me what would be a penalty for you.
10 to 15 years.
Huh?
10 to 15 years.
10 to 15.
Yep.
Okay. So, now if you was in that situation and you come out of entry, do you want to come home or you want to go spend 10, 15 years? I think I deserve that.
Well, I'm going to pick up my book bag and I'm going to say, yeah, these guys are fucking pieces of shit. I'm going to just leave. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, so what about the guy that in the goddamn Rick Child walking out, but ain't no water? I'm walking out. Oh, I know it's two different substances, but whatever. What would you do then? Oh, you want to
It's
talk
raining.
about it,
They threw my book bag in the rain. It's wet outside. Why would I go back to a tent to where a bunch of people are being jerks? I'm going to grab my stuff and leave.
So you a pussy ass? What? Calm down. I'm sorry.
We're trying to have an adult conversation. So
it's just being mature. Why would I go back? That's being too
mature. Okay.
So I'm gonna go back for what? What I'm going back for,
bro? I'm just saying, dog.
Where you going back?
Apparently, to me,
answer
you have not been in those situations because you have
saying.
not. You have not.
Just answer the question.
But it's coming.
Where you going back? Where you going back to the tent for?
Conflict.
Was you there?
I'm just asking you, hypothetically, if
you
was in Karmelo, because I answered your question when you put me in his shoes. So I'm putting you in his shoes. If they threw your book bag away from the tent in the rain, and you pick it up and walk back, what are you going back for?
Who said you was going back?
I'm just asking you. I'm just saying, what are you going back?
I've said that once before. He had when they threw his backpack out. You're right. Right, he could have picked up his backpack, went and got a coach. And
so now y'all just that is the same justification. Y'all trying to make it seem like, he ain't have to do that. Woo. Your justification, y'all justifying whatever.
Nah, Austin didn't have to put his hands on the meter.
Exactly what I mean.
They both got what they both deserve. He's dead and he's in prison, but the prison sentence is just too harsh.
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah,
they both got one thing. Keep your hands to yourself and fucking walk away from problems.
Also walk away from problems. Okay, so I want you, please, FaceTime me and go to the goddamn store and push somebody and line at Winn-Dixie or Public and push somebody and see what they can do. And FaceTime me when you do it.
You said what?
Yeah, I want
That's
you
childish.
to
That
FaceTime
is
me
childish.
when you go
Yes,
into
it is.
Publix and buy
That's
a loaf of bread and push somebody and see what they do to you.
Just so y'all know, and I'm glad everybody's witnessing this, these are the worst people on earth. And this is why I can't deal with niggas no more. I can't. This is why I cannot deal with niggas no more. Y'all are too goddamn emotional and too fucking stupid to even raise a logical argument. Before we get up out of here, I just want to simply say that Karmelo Anthony is a hoodlum, a hooligan, and a nigga, and he is guilty of murdering Austin Metcalf. There's no question about it. There's no way around it. It's just that simple. And he's lucky and he's blessed to even get 35 years. People just going to have to accept the fact that unfortunately for them, since what they truly want is just a hall pass to be able to kill white people, that they're not going to get the opportunity to do that. And unfortunately for them also, they're going to have to get over their emotions. And that's just the simple fact. The fact of the matter is that there's a dead body and there's someone who created that dead body. And that would be Karmelo Anthony, also known as the Watermelon Felon. Coming to theaters soon, very soon. Until then, I'm going to give y'all back the rest of y'all morning. Thanks for those who have supported the show. Thanks you to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you everyone who has liked the stream. It is greatly appreciated. But before we get up out of here, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all the Watermelon Felon movie trailer one more time. And then we're going to dance our way up out of here to the Watermelon Felon theme song.
That one. It started with one watermelon.
He moved too fast.
Then the city noticed. No powers. No reason. Just practice.
He's not training. He's escalating.
And he was getting faster. They laughed at the mask. Then they saw the knife. He is not a hero. He is a felony waiting to happen.
They picked the wrong fruit.
Watermelon felon. Got a tag on the bag, it say watermelon felon. Sneaking through the market with a grin, too telling. Pineapple spears in the cup, get red like a potion. Everybody looking like, man, what you selling? Brown clown, no rules, just a plan. Pockets full of lies and a knife in his hand. Stabbing kids with a wild eye stare. Left a trail of blood in the busted front chair. Oh, he too slick, talk too quick. Ducking every camera, then he do that trick. Oh, he too proud, too loud. Whole block know his name when he come around. Watermelon felon, watermelon felon. Sweet on the tongue, that's Tyrone, go and get some. Yeah. Watermelon felon.
Let's go with the dancing emojis in the chat.
Laugh now, run fast, but the pain come back, son. Yeah. He blame the moon, blame the street, blame the whole damn city, blame the cash, blame the break, blame the world for pity. Say everybody foul, say everybody fake, but he the one who made the wild mistake. Got Kool-Aid on his fingers, got a plan in the stare, got a lemon lime grin and it do not care. He talk big game and he fold real quick. When the door swing open, he can't fake that twist. Oh, he too slick, talk too quick, ducking every camera, then he do that trick. Oh, he too proud, too loud, whole block know his name when he come around. Watermelon felon, watermelon felon. Sweet on the tongue, that's Tyrone, go and get some. Watermelon felon, watermelon felon. Laugh now, run fast, but the pain come back, son. Now he in a jail cell, looking so dumb. Talking about a clean slate, talking about he dumb. But the laugh gets stuck when Tyrone show up. Don't drop the soap, but things will get rough. felon. Watermelon felon. Sweet on the tongue, that's how I'm going to get some. Watermelon felon. Watermelon felon. Laugh now, run fast, but the pain come back, son. Watermelon felon.
It's a painful day in this neighborhood, a painful day for a father. Would you be kind? Could you be kind? It's a sorrowful day in this beauty wood, a sorrowful day for a family. Would you be kind? Could you be kind? To have a son just like you. I've always wanted to watch him grow up too, but now he's gone, taken way too soon. Stabbed in the bleachers one April afternoon. Jeff Metcalf sits in his quiet home. His boy Austin won't walk through that door. The verdict came down 35 years, but the hate keeps pouring year after year. They crash out online, wish death on his name, on his wife, on his twins, on the family's pain. Watermelon felon, they twist what he said while sending swatting calls to his bed. Oh, I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in peace with you, but some in the community cheer for the grief, wishing death on the rest. No mercy, no relief. You see, friends, losing a child breaks something inside. It doesn't matter the color, we all bleed the same. Austin was a warrior, a leader, a friend. Now his father's changed forever, and some still wish the end. It's not about race, it's about right and wrong. But the internet mobs keep singing their angry song. It's a healing day if we choose to try, a healing day for this neighborhood. Would you show grace? Could you show grace? Let the justice stand, let the family cry, and maybe one day find peace by and by.